Good Friday evening, everybody, and welcome here to Glasgow's Hank Royce Stadium for a critical district matchup here tonight between the Glasgow Scotties and the Hart County Raiders. Hello, everybody. I am Joe Myers, soon to be joined by Larry Alexander and Bruce Dubuque, as well as Chase Landrum down on the sideline for us. The Glasgow Scotties come in here at 5-0 overall. They are 1-0 in district play. They are now ranked number 7 in the Class 3A statewide media poll. They moved up 3 spots from 10 to 7 this week. Scotties coming off a 49-0 shutout at Adair County on Friday. Hart County comes in here at 4-1 overall. They also are 1-0 in district play. They are number 12 in the most recent Class 3A statewide media poll. The Raiders coming off a 22-14 win at Edmonson County in their first district game of the season last Friday night. Last time these two teams met, Hart County won 15-7 in Munfordville back in October of last season. Hart County has won 4 straight games in this series. The last Scotties win was 2021. 42-13 was the final in the first round of the playoffs in that one. And, of course, as most of you know, there was a tragic loss in the Hart County community yesterday. They had a player and a cheerleader by the name of Skylar Oldham who passed away in an auto accident yesterday on I-65. And we would certainly be remiss if we did not mention that, and certainly wish the Hart County community, team, cheerleaders, school, coaches, everybody our best. We certainly give them our thoughts and prayers, and we'll be thinking of them in the coming days for sure as they deal with the loss of a friend and teammate. With that being said, we will now go to our first break of the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. When we come back, we'll sit down with Glasgow head coach Jackson Arnett to get his thoughts on this one. We're back. You're listening to WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Score big this season with Glasgow EPB Fiber Internet. Looking to upgrade your connection? Then add whole home Wi-Fi for only $5 a month, with 24/7 Glasgow EPB service support included absolutely free. Don't fumble your home's internet connection. Make the big play and switch to the winning team at the Glasgow EPB. Sign up for service today at glasgowepb.com/fiber.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new spicy chicken sandwich, hot ham and cheese, hand-breaded chicken tender wrap, or charbroiled double cheeseburger. Mix and match any two with fries and a drink, just $6.99.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
And it all comes down to this moment. There's only one roll left. Let's see what happens. And Michael wins the face-off. He used the old misdirection trick. Well, now that he's eating the roll, let's wait for his reaction. It's good! Do you want a free lunch for two at Colton's? Listen to WHHT between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. during the week for a chance to win.
As we get you set for Glasgow taking on the Hart County Raiders tonight. I'm Joe Myers. We are now joined by Glasgow head coach Jackson Arnett to get his thoughts on the ball game tonight and look back a little bit at last week as well. And Jackson, obviously, as you look at tonight, huge game. On paper, at least, these two teams look like probably the strongest teams in this district. Just talk about the preparation that's gone into getting ready for this game this week.
We just try to attack it like we have any other game. We obviously there's the last several games these two have played have been close games, so we just have just really tried to prepare as hard as we can, and we always respect our opponent no matter who it is. But obviously these kind of district rivals get a little. It's not as hard to motivate, and so it's been a fun week of practice, and we're excited.
Hart County's been on quite the run here lately, Jackson. They had beaten Glasgow one time in school history until a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. Now they've won the last 4 straight games. Do you talk to your team at all about that, or is that just something you let the fans worry about?
Oh, yeah, we talk about it. They this group of seniors has heard it all week, so they know what it is, and they know that for us to go where we want to go and do what we want to do, we need to win games like these. So yeah, we definitely talk about it, and they need to know how important it is to the community and how important it is to what we want to accomplish.
Going back to last week, you guys whipped Dare County 49-0. Played very well, I thought. A couple of things happened that I know you wanted to see happen. No turnovers. You won the time of possession in that ball game. I have to imagine you're pretty happy with your team's overall performance against Dare.
Yeah, we did what we were supposed to do, and the line played well, I thought, and Hudson rebounded and played well. All of our guys played well. Defense did a good job getting off the field when they had to, and it was good to see the young guys get to go in and make plays as well.
The offense seemed to have a really good rhythm that night. Jackson, you guys ran for 208 yards, passed for 222 yards. You put up 49 points. You scored on 7 of your 9 possessions. What made things so effective against Adair County offensively?
We just got the ball to our guys in space, and they made plays. It was one of those. It's just one of those deals where we had a good night, and that's the standard, what it should be, and they know that, and we just got to keep building on that. And it wasn't perfect by any means, so we had plenty to work on and plenty that we could improve and get better this week. So it was good to see them just execute what we asked them to.
Jalen Bradley was outstanding in that game, really special, 131 yards rushing, averaged 16.4 yards per carry, had a season-best 63-yard-long touchdown run. Is that the best you've seen him run the ball in the game so far?
Yeah, I guess numbers-wise, he's pretty consistent. He does a great job, in space. He's really hard to tackle. So he made some big runs, some flashy runs, but I've seen him – he's a kid that can do both. He can go between the tackles and go outside. So, it was probably his best stat game. But, we expect that from him. He expects that from himself. We didn't even Cam didn't get it as much either, so it was good to see us be able to do things without him getting the ball as much also, because he's such a key part of what we do.
You look at Hudson, you mentioned him earlier. He started the game a little slow, 0 for 4 passing, but then rebounded very well, hit on 9 of his last 12 passes from that point on. How big of a deal is it to have a veteran presence back there at quarterback where there is no panic when maybe things don't start off as well as they want them to?
Yeah, it's huge. He did a great job of just doing what he's supposed to, getting the ball to guys in space, and he he's hard on himself too, so he knows what he should be doing and what he shouldn't be, and he wants to make those throws worse than anybody. So he was telling me what he saw and what he knew it was. It's good to see seniors play through that, and that's always good for him to be able to play through that, and we want that from any of our guys. If you start off, it's really just a next play mentality. I didn't get this one, I'm going to get the next one. don't really matter what you did before, just execute the next one.
Your defense in that game forced 3 turnovers, held them to 116 total yards. 54 of those yards came on one play against your JV defense, so really kind of skewed the numbers a little bit. But the statewide stats came out for the first time this year, Jackson, and your defense, regardless of class, leads the entire state in points per game allowed at just 3.4 points per game allowed. How much better can this defense play than what they're already playing?
I don't feel like we've gotten close to our best game yet. I mean, we demand a standard that is do your job every play, and we try not to. We don't want them to listen to any of that. We call it the rat poison, and everybody talks about. But they're doing a good job, and we're doing a good job stopping the run, and that's what you're going to have to do against a team like Hart, because that's what they're going to do. But they've got really good players, and they got a good quarterback who can throw it as well. But we just got to keep getting better. We've not played our best game yet on either side, I don't feel like. So, and the kids know that, and they have a high standard of themselves, and they, their goal is always a shutout. So that's a one of many goals on any given Friday night. Is to do that. But obviously, we're perfectionists. We want no yards and no touchdowns and none of that. So it's one of those deals where you just strive for perfection and don't be satisfied until you get it, whether you ever get it or not. That's the standard.
Hart County, as you mentioned, a terrific running team. Here's more rat poison for you. They're number 2 in Class 3A in rushing, averaging 319 yards per game. Your team's just allowing 69 rushing yards per game here. So something's got to give, Jackson. Is this going to be the toughest test for your defense so far?
I think they're going to be one of the better teams we've played, if not the best team. They're good at what they do. They've built a culture over there the right way. Coach Griffin's done a good job and done it the right way. So that they're good at what they do, and I feel like we're good at what we do. So I think it's just going to come down to who executes.
They have 4 backs that average at least 48 yards per game. Any particular one or two of those stand out to you as maybe scares you more than another?
They're all really good. They do a good job of spreading it around. I think probably Kanan Allen's our most dynamic one. He's probably the fastest, but they can all hurt you. So, it's one of those deals where you don't really get to just take one guy away. You've got to try to take them all away. And, so that's a tough ask for anybody, but I think Coach Herron and Coach Cam have done a great job and have a great game plan. So, we'll see.
I think their quarterback, Jacob Shoulders, gets overlooked a little bit too, Jackson, because they've got such a great running game. But he's 24-40 on the year, 515 yards, 4 touchdowns, yet to throw an interception. So he really is a threat with his arm, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a really good player. He kind of makes them go. You say he gets overlooked. That's a great way to put it. But we haven't overlooked him because he's a good player, and he does a lot outside of the pocket. He's a guy that kind of scrambles to throw. And a lot of their big pass plays have come from looks like a broken play, but they kind of scramble drill it, and he does a good job of finding guys and getting them open. He's got a good arm, so and he's a good athlete in himself. He'll run the ball if he has to. So it's we got to do a great job of containing him, or he'll hurt you.
Are they pretty aggressive on the defensive side, or how do they like to play on that side?
They try to get after you. They play like a stack look. They've went back and forth. They've got some good pieces in there, and they do a good job. They've not allowed many points either. When you look at their scores, they don't give up many. Even in the game they lost, they only gave up 19 points. So I think that's something that gets overlooked. Now I think their offense helps. They keep the ball a long time. The other teams don't have a chance to score, but they do a good job on defense of keeping people from scoring.
That time of possession will be a big key in this game, don't you think?
Yeah, and I'm sure they'll win that. It's one of those. It's hard a team that runs this offense. It's hard to have the ball longer than them. And I think with us too, we can score fast. So it's one of those. There's been how many drives this year we've scored on the first or second play. So it's one of those deals. I would think that they're going to try to make us drive the ball, and that's fine. That's what we want to do. That we can't help it if a guy breaks one and goes. But we try to score on every play. So. But, our guys will be conditioned, I feel like, and able to sustain drives. I feel like we've done it several times when teams kind of play that way and try to just keep us in front of them. I feel like for 4 quarters it's hard to keep our guys contained and in front of you a lot, when we're healthy. So, like I said, we'll see. I think it's going to be a great matchup all the way around.
Well, good luck, Jackson. Appreciate your time.
Appreciate it. Go Dogs.
That's Scotty head coach Jackson Arnett. When we come back on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show, we'll be joined by Larry Alexander and Bruce Tribute. We'll also have those starting lineups for you for both teams. We're back after this timeout. You're listening to Glasgow Football on WCLU Blue 103.1 and 1490 AM.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Back here at Hank Roy Stadium here on the campus of Glasgow High School for the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. Let's introduce you to the starting lineups now, brought to you by Kuzma Family Dentistry. First, for the Hart County Raiders on offense at left tackle, it'll be Caleb Fuller, a 6'4 senior. The left guard is Hunter Gross, a 5'10 senior. At center, Connor Netherton, a 5'11 junior. The right guard, Dalen Wheeler, a 6'3 junior. The right tackle, Sam Castillo, a 6'3 junior. At tight end, you've got Jay-Sean Rice, a 6'3 senior. Wide receiver is Deshaun Button, a 5'8 sophomore. Wing backs are Jake Crump, a 6'2 senior, and Kanan Allen, a 5'9 senior. The fullback is Gage Owens, a 5'9 junior, and the quarterback, Jacob Shoulders, a 6'2 senior. Now, defensively for Hart County, the tackles are Sam Castillo and Chris Prince. Prince is a 6'1 freshman. Defensive ends are Jay-Sean Rice and Jake Crump. Linebackers are Gage Owens, Drake Thompson, who's a 6-foot freshman, and Eli Boone, who's a 5'9 freshman. Quarterbacks are Deshaun Button and Jaden Whitaker. He's a 5'9 senior. Kanan Allen and Jacob Shoulders are the two safeties. Head coach for Hart Hart County Chad Griffin in his 10th season with a career record there of 63 wins and 46 losses. Now for the Scotties lineup, brought to you by Kuzma Family Dentistry. On offense at left tackle, it's Xander Contreras, a 6'2", 215 senior. The left guard is Kievan Massey, a 6'1", 240 senior. At center, Trent DeTalent, a 5'11", 260 sophomore. The right guard, Javion Twyman, a 5'10", 225 senior. Right tackle, Jordan Huffman, a 6', 265 junior. The wide receivers for the Scotties, Cabrin Jones, a 5'6", 135 sophomore. Jalen Bradley, a 5'10", 145 junior. Jarek Martin, a 6'5", 185 senior. And Jeremiah Moore, a 5'9", 165 senior. Running back is Cam Bull, a 6', 165 senior. And the quarterback, Hudson Gum, a 6'1", 175 senior. Defensively for the Scotties, the nose guard is Manny Soto, a 6'2", 305 sophomore. The tackle is Jordan Huffman. Defensive ends are Kievan Massey and Xander Contreras. Linebackers are Cam Bull and Trace Smith and Stephen Garrett. Trace is a 5'10", 170 senior, and Stevens a 5'8", 165 senior. The other linebacker, Grayson Bartley, a 6'2", 165 senior. The cornerbacks are Jalen Bradley and Jarek Martin. At free safety, you have Landon Martin, a 5'8", 160 senior. Head coach for the Scotties is Jackson Arnett. In his first season with Glasgow, he has a record of 5-0 in this first season so far. Glasgow assistant coaches are Cameron Garman, Kevin Estes, Randall Parmley, Stephen Buford, Tyler Hughes, Jack Herron, Josh Harlan, Connor Cassidy, and Gavin Bird. And those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Kuzma Family Dentistry here on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. And Larry, certainly a tragic situation for the Hart County football team. Senior Skylar Oldham passed away in an accident on Thursday, which you heard us talking about if you were with us at the top of the broadcast. So certainly, you know, this Hart County squad, if they didn't have something to play for before, they certainly do now.
Well, they do. They do. That's a tragic accident. It's always sad when a young person gets taken away, and it's. I'm sure they're playing with sad hearts, but they want to play for him, I'm sure, tonight, and they'll probably give one of their better efforts of the year.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that whatsoever. Let's go ahead and take a timeout here on the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. When we come back, we'll be close to kickoff for you. We'll have the coin toss for you down on the field. You're listening to Glasgow football here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Griffin Jackson, a freshman at Glasgow High School, is the WCLU Student of the Week, presented by Pedigo Lessenberry.
Discover peace of mind with Pedigo Lessenberry, the trusted name in insurance for over 100 years in South Central Kentucky. Our comprehensive coverage options ensure that you're protected every step of the way. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or business insurance, our experienced team is here to help you make informed decisions that fit your needs. Visit us online at plinsurance.com to learn more and find the right coverage for you. Trust longevity. Trust Pedigo Lessenberry.
When Jackson finished his round at the regional golf tournament on Tuesday at Crosswinds and Bowling Green, he was sitting at 3 under par and in first place, though he then had to wait for the other players to finish.
I was out at the chipping green, just chipping around and putting just to stay loose to make sure that if I did go into a playoff that I'd be ready.
Bowling Green's Rowdy Harris sunk a putt on the 18th hole to force a playoff.
I actually went and watched him birdie the 18th hole, so I knew kind of where I was at after that. He's one of my good buddies, so I'm not going to wish that he misses it, but, I mean, it would have been nice if I could have got the win, but that's all right.
Harris's final putt also forced a playoff between the Purples and the Scotties. Glasgow eventually fell to Bowling Green, and Jackson finished as runner-up. But Jackson still had some words of encouragement for himself and his teammates.
I'm proud of myself for the way I played yesterday. I mean, I played a good round, and he birdied 3 of his last 4 holes, so I just got to tip my hat to him. I'm just proud of the way we finished. If you'd have told me at the start of the day we were in a playoff, I'd have been real pleased with the way we played.
Jackson was named to the football homecoming court and said he is very excited for the honor and all the festivities. Jackson and his teammate Tate Pace advanced to semi-state next week. And while he still has a few years left of high school, Jackson said he wants to pursue playing collegiate golf after graduation. We'd like to thank Pedigo Lessenberry for presenting our Student of the Week.
Will motion out of the backfield as a wide receiver to the left side. High shotgun snap. Carnes handles it. He'll throw. The pass going to be intercepted. That's Jalen Bradley. He's down the sideline at the 30, the 20, the 15, cuts back inside of the 10, the 5, end zone, touchdown Scotties.
Well, that's his second one of the year.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Gum will give it off to Jalen Bradley on a sweep around the right side. He's got a lot of room. He's got the 50 to 45 to 40. He is gone. 20, 15, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown Scotties. We continue on our Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show. The Scotties taking on the Hart County Raiders tonight. And Bruce, certainly the winner of this game tonight is going to have a great chance to win this district. So this is a huge ball game, a #1 seed, and 2 potential home playoff games guaranteed as long as you win that first one. Long way to go still, but certainly these look like the 2 best teams on paper.
Yeah, on paper right now, and of course LaRue's playing Adair County tonight, so we'll find out a little more about whether or not they're real or not. You know, they've played some weaker teams so far, and Adair County's not big, but we can compare how we did against Adair, get an idea. So, but this right now it's the most important game on schedule.
Besides that, Larry, the Scotties, you have to imagine, are ready to end this losing streak against Hart County. They had beaten us 1 time in school history until 2022. Now they've won the last 4 ball games. Scotties want to put that to rest.
Yeah, I remember that first one too. We got 3 touchdowns called back for penalties, and then we fumbled about 3 times. That's when they beat us. Then the first time they beat us, it was they beat us pretty handily. But the last 3 times, it's been a good ball game every time. No more than 8 points, I don't think, separated the 2.
We're going to go down onto the field now for the coin toss. Chase Landrum is down there with the captains and a referee.
Captains, you got a few responsibilities for me tonight. Somebody's down and injured, and I don't see him get to me or another official, so we can get the clock stopped for him. If somebody gets out of control with their attitude, y'all get to them so we don't have to, okay? Part of being legally and properly equipped is covering your pads, covering your knees. Help us out with that, all right? Hart County, you're my visiting team. This side's tails, this side's heads. That side's heads, that side's tails. Call it an error. If I drop it, we'll do it again, okay? Tails is a call. It is heads. You've won the toss. Would you like the receiver to defer? You want the football? What way would you all like to kick?
Scotties win the toss and will receive like they have been all year, Joe.
All right, Chase, thank you very much. We'll hear more from Chase as the evening goes along down there on the sideline. Larry, give me some keys for a Glasgow victory here tonight against these Hart County Raiders.
Well, number 1, minimum number of turnovers, 0 if you could do it. Minimum number of penalties. Penalties have been, we've already had 51 penalties this year, and we need to cut those down a lot. We don't need any of those. Defensively, we have to stop the run. This is a run-oriented team. Not saying that they can't throw the ball. They throw for over 100 yards a game, but you got to stop the run against Hart County.
And what about the series record, Larry?
All right, the series record here is, this is the 30th meeting between these 2 schools. The series is 24-5 in favor of the Scotties. The first game came back in 1972, and the Scotties won that one 38-0 here at Glasgow. And of course, last year 224 was the last meeting. Hart County won that one 15-7 at Hart County.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. And our Colton Steakhouse and Grill game day weather report. Currently clear skies and 72 degrees here in Glasgow at Hank Roy Stadium. By the time this game comes to an end, we expect temperatures to drop down into the mid-60s. No chance of rain at all, so it should be a beautiful night for high school football here at Hank Roy Stadium. That is the Colton's Steakhouse and Grill game day weather report. Your officials for this ball game, you've already heard from our referee. That was Tyler Jesse. The umpire is Wes Jolly. The linesman, Jeff Morgan. The line judge, Mojo Poor. Back judge is Zach Eisenberg. The field judge is Jeff Sanders. And the side judge is Tanner Jesse. Glasgow in their all royal blue tonight. Blue tops, blue pants with a royal blue helmet with a white Scotty paw on the side. White numerals, of course. White lettering for the Scotties as well. Hart County in all white tonight. White tops, white pants with green numerals outlined in orange. They've got the orange helmets with the green stripe down the middle. Ryan Hawkins is going to kick this thing away for Hart County once ball is blown ready for play. Back deep for the Scotties, you have Cabrin Jones, Jalen Bradley, and Jarek Martin. Hawkins approaches, and we are underway. It's a short kick, going to be fielded by Landon Martin at the 33. Landon comes across the field. He's got the 40, the 45, still on his feet, the 50, 45, and he stumbles and falls on his own at around the 42 or 43-yard line in Hart County territory. Could have been a little bit more maybe, but either way, great field position for the Scotties to start.
Yeah, I think he was going to get a few more yards, maybe 10, 15 out of that, but he tripped and tripped and stumbled and fell flat on his face.
Return of 25 yards for Landon Martin. Trips go to the far side of the field, a single wide out to the near side of the field. Cam Bull, the running back, lined up to the left of Glasgow quarterback Hudson Gum, who's in shotgun. Four down linemen for Hart County. Hudson. Well, we get a whistle as the ball is snapped. Was that an inadvertent whistle, or do we have a penalty? We have a penalty. False start called on the Scotties.
I didn't see anybody move early. Of course, I was watching the backfield. I wasn't watching the line. It had to come from the backfield more than likely because the referee threw the white hat through it.
Not exactly the start the Scotties were looking for there on the first play from scrimmage. So it's now 1st and 15. Same formation with Gum and shotgun. Hudson going to hand it off to Bull. Cam trying to get around the right end. He breaks the first tackle, breaks another tackle, and now he'll be dragged down as he crosses the 40 to the 39, 38-yard line, it appears.
Yeah, big number 75, Chris Prince on that. He's a freshman, 6'1". They don't give us any sizes, weights on these kids.
Well, I can tell you by looking at him, he's a good-sized boy.
He's pretty good size. He got some speed, too, because he caught him from behind.
2nd down and 5 after the 10-yard pickup there for Cam Bull. 2 receivers left, one to the right this time. Bull again, the running back. Gum will keep it himself on a quarterback keeper off left tackle, and he's going to get to around the 35-yard line and driven backwards from there. It'll be a gain of 3 yards and bring up 3rd down and 2.
Gage Owens is the man that made the tackle. That's his first. He's number 18, and he's a senior. No, I'm sorry, he's a junior.
2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left. Bull, the running back, to the right of Gum this time. Hudson trying to draw them off sides. They do not jump, so now looks over the sideline to get the play signaled in. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. Hudson's got his first down. He'll be tripped up as he gets to the 30-yard line. He falls forward to the 28.
Yeah, that was number 18 again. Owens on the tackle. That's his second. Just a little quarterback draw. Went back, looked like he was going to throw it maybe, and then boom, right up the middle.
10:22 to go in this first quarter, which, by the way, is brought to you by Campbell Myers and Rutledge CPAs. Here's a direct snap to Jarek Martin, who lined up at quarterback, and he'll take it off right tackle and get to the 25. They may give him the 24. I think they will.
Number 2, Jake Crump is the man that made that tackle. He's a senior defensive end.
That'll be a 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6. Scotty's quickly back on the ball here. Gum in shotgun with Bull to his right. Martin lined up wide to the right. You've got Jones and Jalen Bradley lined up wide to the left. Gum has the snap. Fakes to Bull, keeps it himself. Hudson inside the 20, inside the 15, the 10, the 5. And did he get in? He did! Touchdown, Scotties. Boy, it took a minute to get the signal, but Hudson got a piece of that pylon and stayed in bounds before he did so. And the Scotties, a little less than 2.5 minutes into this ball game, take a 6-0 lead.
Again, it was just a fake handoff, and then he pulled it back and went off of right tackle and then cut to the sidelines, and there he was in the end zone.
And that ties Hudson for the team lead with 5 rushing touchdowns on the season now. That touchdown brought to you by Riley Dental Group. And Jared Malagon on for the PAT. His kick is up, and it is good. And with 9:33 to go in this first quarter, Glasgow up 7-0. We're going to take a timeout. We're back after this. You're listening to Glasgow football on WCOU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
And it all comes down to this moment. There's only one roll left. Let's see what happens. And Michael wins the face-off. He used the old misdirection trick. Well, now that he's eating the roll, let's wait for his reaction. It's good! Do you want a free lunch for two at Colton's? Listen to WHHT between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. during the week for a chance to win.
In the first quarter of play, brought to you by Campbell Myers and Rutledge, we'll take a look at that scoring drive for the Scotties after the kick here by Jared Malagon. Malagon's a low line drive kick, and we have offsides on the Scotties apparently. There's a flag back where Glasgow kicked the ball off. So that'll be the second penalty of the night against the Scotties.
Well, we're not cutting down on them yet, are we?
Bruce? 42 yards, Larry, if you didn't see that.
Well, I had them at the 43, so I put 42.
Well, let's go ahead and tell you while they mark off the penalty, that drive for the Scotties was 5 plays, took 2 minutes and 27 seconds. It went 42 total yards. Hudson Gum capped it off with a 24-yard touchdown run, and Jared Malagon added the extra point. So Malagon to kick it away again here. Another low line drive kick, going to be fielded at the 29-yard line. 35, the 40, and going to be cut down around the 42-yard line. On the return that time was Jashawn Bunton.
I really couldn't see who got that tackle. I think it was number 26, though, Brad Smith. We'll give that to him.
Took it on the 29, Bruce, so yeah. The 13-yard return there that time for Bunton. First and 10 for the Raiders at their own 43-yard line. First time we've seen the Raiders on offense here tonight, as quarterback Jacob Shoulders will set up in shotgun. Well, no, he won't, I don't think. He's actually going to set up under center. Two backs in the backfield behind him. Got a wide out here to the near side. And here's a quick pitch to Kanan Allen. He's going to get hit in the backfield and drop. Big time play there by the Scotty defense to make a statement on the first play from scrimmage for Hart County.
Yeah, that was number 50, Contreras. Xander Contreras on the tackle, 6'2", 215 senior.
It's a loss of 5 yards back to the 37-yard line. And you may have heard the name on the ball carrier that time. It was Kanan Allen. Yep. And, of course, Scotty fans are familiar with that name. Kanan was here at Glasgow until this year. He transferred over to Hart County for his senior year. He is their leading rusher and receiver. He punts for them. He's a Mr. Do-Everything for them over on Hart County. He is lined up as the fullback here, it looks like. Actually, that's him going in motion. And now Shoulders going to throw. His pass going to be caught by Allen around the 40, and he'll be out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Jalen Bradley on the tackle, 5'10", 145 junior. Yeah, Kanan was going to be a good football player for us, and then he decided to transfer. He's very good. He's probably the fastest man they have on their team.
He leads them with 529 yards rushing on the year and 249 yards receiving as well. Both lead the team. Third down and 10 after a 5-yard pickup for Allen there. Raiders at their own 42.
Yeah, big third down here for the Scotties. You want to get them started early and stop them.
8:36 to go in this first half of play. 7-0 lead for the Scotties. Allen going in motion to the right side. Shoulders off play action to throw. Under pressure, lets it go, and it's knocked down. Great play by Landon Martin as he jumped in front of the intended receiver, Jake Crump, and knocked that ball away.
Yeah, very nice defensive play by Landon. Just came right over the top and got that hand in there.
So 4th and 10, and that will bring in the punting unit for Hart County. That means Kanan Allen will set up to kick it away. Jalen Bradley will go back deep for the Scotties. There's a snap. It's a low snap. Allen able to scoop it up and get it away, but he shanks it. This is going to be about a 3 or 4 yard punt here. It's going to roll out of bounds at the 46-yard line in Hart County territory. So, what, a 4-yard punt, Bruce?
I got about 4 yards out of it.
Yeah. had to rush it, Kanan did, and because of the low snap, and he could not get a good kick away. So great field position again here for the Scotties. For the second time in as many possessions, they will start on the Hart County side of the field. 1st and 10 Scotties at the Hart 46. 8:23 to go in this first quarter, brought to you by Campbell Myers and Rutledge. Glasgow already on top, 7-0. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the wide side, the far side of the field, Jathan Franklin in at fullback here. Jalen Bradley is the tailback. They're in an I formation to the right of Gum. Hudson fakes the pitch to Bradley, keeps himself up the middle, and he is going to get inside the 40 to the 39-yard line with a good gain on first down.
Like number 6 on that tackle, that will be Drake Thompson. He's a freshman, 6-foot freshman.
Pickup of 7 yards there. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
Hudson's already carried it, about 4 times?
Yep, that's right, Larry. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Franklin and Bradley again in an I formation. Set up to the right of Gum. Hudson's in shotgun. 3 down linemen for Hart County this time.
Oh.
And Gum with a quick throw to Martin, and Jarrett dropped it. Tried to take off running with it before he secured the football. So it'll be 3rd down and 3.
I thought our wideouts left a little early on the far side of the field.
I would agree with that.
No flag?
I would agree with that. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 7:40 to go in the first quarter of play.
Yeah, that ball was thrown a little bit low. You got to get it up to Jarrett. You get it up in the air and he'll catch it.
I formation set up to the left of Gum this time. Hudson going to keep it around the left end. He's got his first down as he's going to get inside the 35 to the 32-yard line, I think. Boy, obviously,
nice run.
Big part of this game plan was Hudson Gum running the football.
Yeah, Kanan Allen made that tackle. That would be his first. But, yeah, he's already ran it, ran the football.
Yeah, that's 5 times, Larry, now for 48 yards already.
Yeah, obviously we've seen something on film that
ball was spotted at the 31. Excuse me, Larry. Sorry. The 31-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Bull in there at running back now, set up to the right of Gum. Hudson calls for the snap, gives to Bull. Cam sidestepped a tackler in the backfield to get positive yardage, but didn't get much after that. Going to give him the 30-yard line out there. Actually, they'll give him the 29, so got 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Jake Crump on the tackle, number 2 for him.
Bull, the running back to the right of Gum. Got Jones and Bradley wide to the right side. Martin all by himself over on the left side of the field, split out wide. 2nd down, 8. Gum has the snap. Throws right side to Jones. He's going to get hit as soon as he catches it, and not much on this one either. Tried to set up a little wide receiver screen right there, but Scotty's missed a block, and now there's a flag on the field, so this one's probably coming back anyway. Holding is the call on Glasgow. So we'll replay 2nd down. Ball backs up to the 39-yard line now in Hart County territory. Already the 3rd penalty for the Scotties for 20 yards.
Yeah, we only played half of a quarter.
Twin receivers right, a single receiver left. Backs from the I formation, that's Franklin and Bradley. Gum rolling out to the right on 2nd and long, looking downfield. Pass going to be caught by Jeremiah Moore down at the 19-yard line. And that will be enough for a Glasgow first down, I believe. It will be.
Jacob Shoulders on the tackle, his first, but that was a bullet. He threw it on the run, rolling to his right, and I mean, he put it right.
Wait a minute. We got a flag down somewhere on the field. I still don't see it anywhere, but it's against the Scotties.
Oh.
Ineligible man downfield on Glasgow.
Add on a side warning, too.
All right, thank you, Chase. Sideline warning as well against the Scotties, so 2 flags on Glasgow there. Scotties are killing themselves already with penalties. Just 6.5 minutes into this ball game. That's 4 penalties now for 25 yards.
We're averaging something like 12 or 13 a game.
Gum in shotgun. Backs from the eye. Give to Bradley. Jalen runs into a wall of tacklers. Another flag comes in. This has to be a holding call on the Scotties, I'm sure. Penalty number 5.
I thought we got rid of that crew.
Oh, wait a minute. They declined it. They declined it, so it'll be 3rd down and 25.
A long way.
So a loss of a yard on the play. Ten seconds on the play clock as the Scotties get set at the line. Gum rolling out to the right. Hudson going to throw downfield, caught by Bradley at the 28. He's going to get to the 26.
Well, very makeable 4th down here.
Another good throw there by Hudson Gum.
Jaden Whitaker on the tackle. That's number 2 for him.
It's a pickup of 19. It's 4th down and 5 now with the ball at the Hart 26. And Hart County's going to burn a timeout here. 4:25 to go in the opening quarter of play. This first quarter again brought to you by Campbell, Myers, and Rutledge. This timeout brought to you by the People's Bank. And we'll take a moment here to take a look at something that was held before the game that we did not get a chance to talk about because we were pressed for time a little bit there during the pregame. But before the game tonight, Jarek Martin and Reed Harper were honored for the state champion track titles they brought home in 2025 back in the spring in Class 1A. Jarek Martin won the 2025 boys long jump. He soared to the top with a remarkable jump of 22 feet, 9.5 inches to claim that state title. And then Reed Harper won the 2025 Unified Long Jump was the 2025 Unified Long Jump state champion, along with his partner Kellen Stone. Reed also captured 2 more state titles in the Unified 2x50 meter relay and the Unified 2x200 meter relay with his teammate Ryder Heller. So that's 3 state championships for Reed Harper. So nice to see Jarek Martin and Reed Harper recognized for those state track titles, which they won back in the spring. 4th down and 5 here for the Scotties. 3 receivers to the left side of the field, 1 to the right. Gum in shotgun. Campbell is the running back. Scotties on top 7-0, 4:25 to go in this first quarter. Gum in shotgun, he'll have the snap, throws, pass caught by Jarek Martin, and that'll be enough for a Glasgow first down. Boy, Jarek was covered up by a Hart County defender, but he just made the catch anyway, and he gets a Glasgow first down inside the 20 to the 18.
Joshawn Bunton is the man that was on coverage there and made the tackle. He's a sophomore.
It's a pickup of 8 yards, and boy, the Scotties end up converting 3rd and 25 into a first down. They picked up 20 on the 3rd down play and get the additional 8 yards on 4th. Franklin and Bradley, the running backs, in an I formation to the left of Gum. Hudson will hand this off to Bradley. Nice hole up the middle. He's going to get inside the 15 and down to around the 10-yard line.
Number 6 on that tackle, Drake Thompson, is second. Got a hold of his jersey and wouldn't let go.
A pickup of 8 to the 10. 2nd down 2 for the Scotties. Franklin and Bradley are in there at running back now. Franklin the fullback, Bradley the tailback. Two receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Hudson with a quarterback keeper around the right end, and he's going to get close to the 5. Hard to see where he's out of bounds. It's on the Glasgow sideline right in front of the bench there.
Like about the 7, doesn't it?
No, I think they're marking him closer to 5, Larry. Yeah, let's see. Yep, it's right on the 5-yard line, so a pickup of 5 yards and a first down for the Scotties. It's 1st and goal from there. Here comes Martin in motion to the near side. It's direct snap to Jalen Bradley. He goes up the middle with it, and he is in. Touchdown, Scotties.
No flags.
Boy, great job by the Glasgow offense there to overcome all those penalties on that drive. And they go up now 13-0. That touchdown brought to you by Riley Dental Group. And here's Jared Malagon on for the PAT. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. Jared Malagon now 16 of 17 on his point-after attempts this season. Scotty's now up 14-0 with exactly 3 minutes to play in this first quarter. Again, brought to you by Campbell, Myers, and Rutledge CPAs.
Well, good start for the Scotties. 2 times they've had the football, 2 times they have scored, overcome some penalties, and did a nice job offensively. Now the defense has got to spring up again here.
That drive for the Scotties, Larry, 10 plays, 46 yards, 5 minutes and 22 seconds, and it was a 5-yard touchdown run for Jalen Bradley. That now puts him in the team lead with 6 rushing touchdowns, and the extra point good for Jared Malagon.
Yep. Good start.
Malagon to kick this thing away. And Malagon puts a good foot into this one. Allen will field it back at the 8-yard line. Got the 15, the 20, 25, 30. And he's out near the 35-yard line before being cut down.
Number 29, Ashton Page on that tackle, 5'10", 155 senior.
About
His
27
first.
on the return that time. They will mark him at the 35-yard line. Scotty's held Hart County to 3 and out on their opening possession. Raiders back out there for the second time now, trailing 14-0. Backs are split in the backfield. They'll give this off to Allen off right tackle, and he's going to be taken down after a gain of 3, maybe 4.
Yeah, good gang tackling there. Grayson Bartley is the man that led the way, 6'2", 165 senior.
Be a pickup of 4 yards for Allen.
Grayson had a great game last week against Adair County. I think he had, 11 tackles maybe? I can't remember exactly.
It was a bunch. Pick up a 4 there, 2nd down and 6 for the Raiders at their own 39. The backs are split. Crump, the wing back on the right side. They give to Allen again, same play off the right end, goes around the right end, and he'll get a first down, I believe, close to it anyway, right at the 45-yard line. I think it'll be enough for a first. If so, it will be Hart County's first down of the night.
Yeah, Landon Martin is the man who was on the tackle. It's his first of the night, 5'8", 160 senior. He got just barely enough.
First down, Hart County at their own 45.
Pickup of 6 yards there. It'll be first down and 10 for Hart County at their own 45 now with 1:50 to go in this first quarter of play. Here's a give to Crump as he takes it off the left side this time, and he carries would-be tacklers across the 50 into Glasgow territory, and he's going to be down at the 47.
Yeah, that was a good, strong run. I think that was number Kavion Massey, number 60, 6'1", 240 senior. That's his first tackle of the night.
Pickup of 8 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 2 as Hart County's in Glasgow territory for the first time. Ball at the 47. Gage Owens and Kanan Allen split in the backfield. They'll pitch it to Allen on a quick pitch around the right end, and he is not going to get the first down. Got a yard. Good job by the Scotty defense to string that play out. It'll be a pickup of 1 and 3rd down and 1 coming up. Player slow to get up for the Scotties there is Xavier Contreras, but he is going to stay in the ball game, it looks like, maybe.
He's the one that made the tackle. It's his second.
Coaching staff not getting him out of there yet. He looks like he's going to try to stay in. 3rd down in the yard here for the Raiders. Ball at the Glasgow 46. Crump and Owen split the backfield, and Hart County moved early. The wing back jumped early. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty, and we'll make it 3rd down and 6. Move the ball back to the 49-yard line in Hart County territory. First penalty of the night against the Raiders. Hart County making a couple of personnel changes here. Owens in the backfield along with Jaden Whitaker. They are split. Got a wide out here to the near side. Shoulders under center.
You're not going to snap it.
And they will not snap it. You're right. That is the end of the first quarter of play. It's Glasgow 14, Hart County nothing. You're listening to Glasgow football here on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM. Jacob Shoulders on 3rd down and 6. It's an interesting call. It's going to get 2 yards. So that'll bring up 4th down and 4. That play does move the football into Glasgow territory to the 49. So 4th down and 4. We'll see what Hart County decides to do here. Looks like they may keep the offense on the field, so the Scotties need to make sure and do not jump right here.
Jordan Huffman's the man that made the tackle. He is a 6'2", 265 junior. That's an odd call on 3rd down.
It really is, Larry. 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Yeah. Must have thought they had seen something where they could get a little bit more yardage than that on the quarterback sneak.
Don't jump.
Just 1 second on the play clock here. They do get it snapped. Here's the give to Crump, and he is not going to go. Oh, wait a minute. He might. Boy, great second effort that time by Jake Crump.
No, he didn't get it. The referee.
He had to get to the 45-yard line, and according to where the official is marking it, he did not get there.
Yeah, Kavion Massey, I think, is the man who got him there.
Boy, credit Crump to make it, just for making it even close, and it is not a first down. Scotty defense holds on 4th and 4. Boy, Crump was stopped about at the line of scrimmage, but kept those legs driving. Second effort made it very close, but he ends up about 3/4 of a yard shy.
He did. He's pretty strong, boy. He carried about 2 or 3 people with him.
So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Scotties here. Already on top, 14-0 with 11:02 to go in this second quarter. This second quarter brought to you by CRS Construction. We'll take a look at the first quarter stats after this play by the Scotties. Bradley set up to the left of Gum. 2 receivers to the left as well. Hudson will hand this off to Bradley. Jalen tries to bounce to the outside around the right end. He's got some room now across, or actually not across the 50. He goes down just shy of the 50 at the 49, a pickup of 3 yards. Second down, 7.
Number 3 on the tackle, Eli Boone. He's a freshman, 5'9".
First quarter stats, Glasgow 5 first downs, Hart County 1. Scotty's 81 yards rushing, 27 passing, a total of 109. Hart County 14 rushing, 5 passing, a total of 19. Neither team has turned the ball over yet. Scotty's penalized 5 times for 35 yards. Hart 1 for 5. And now the Raiders are going to burn a timeout. This timeout brought to you by the People's Bank. And we'll go ahead and stay right here during this timeout and finish up the stats here for you. Glasgow had 15 offensive plays in that first quarter, had the ball for 8 minutes and 9 seconds, so a big edge in time of possession for Glasgow, which I know Jackson Arnett will be happy to see. And then eight offensive plays total for Hart County in that first quarter for 3 minutes and 51 seconds time of possession.
Yeah, lad, the longer you keep the football, the less time they have to score. So that's a big stat for the Scotties.
Let's give you some scores that have come in now. Barron County leads Grayson County 7-0 after 1 quarter of play. It's Franklin Simpson and Warren East tied at 7 after 1 quarter of play. Somerset leading Metcalfe County 14-0 at halftime. It's Edmondson County and Butler County scoreless after 1 quarter of play. Of course, that's a game going on in Class 3A District 2, same district the Scotties are in. Bowling Green and Christian Academy of Louisville were tied at 7 at the end of the first quarter, and South Warren and Pulaski County were scoreless at the end of the first quarter. Actually, it's now South Warren leading Pulaski County 14-0 at halftime as we get an update on that.
South Warren's pretty good this year, even though they've gone to 6-8.
Second down 7 for the Scotties at their own 49. 2 receivers to the left side. Bull's the running back here. Hudson Gum will fake the Bull. Hudson keeps it around the right side, and he's going to be taken down for a loss in the backfield.
Yeah, went to the well one little time too many there. 3rd tackle for Drake Thompson. He smelled that one out early.
It's a loss of a yard back to the 48, so 3rd down and 8 now. Gum in shotgun. Bull set up to his left. You've got Bradley and Martin stacked up on top of each other here, lined up, split out left to the left side. Low shotgun snap. Gum handles it. His quick throw is not going to be caught by Jarek Martin. It's just a little bit too far out in front of him. And it's 4th down and 8, and the Scotties will send the punting unit in here.
Must have missed a good opportunity there. Needed to, if we could put another one in the end zone.
So Cam Bull will drop back into punt formation. Cam has done a great job punting the football this year, averaging 35 yards a kick. He's got a long kick of 42 yards. And Bull gets the punt away. It's a nice one.
He took one extra step. I didn't think he was going to get it away.
Bounces at the 15, takes a Glasgow roll, and we're down to inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Terrific punt that time by Cam Bull. Punt of 46 yards, so that'll be the longest punt of the season this year for Cam Bull. Hart County will take over with 9:38 to go in this second quarter. Glasgow on top 14-0. This second quarter brought to you by CRS Construction.
Yeah, that looked a little funny. I thought he took a stutter step or he took an extra step or something, but when he got it away nicely.
So the Raiders start deep in their own territory here at the 8-yard line. Shoulders under center. Got Allen and Crump split in the backfield. Actually, that's Owens and Crump, and they give it to Owens up the middle. And he'll get out past the 10 to around the 11, I think. See where they spot him.
Jerinder Contreras on the tackle. It's his 3rd.
Ball spotted just across the 10, so a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Shoulders under center. Off play action, rolling left, wants to throw. And now Shoulders will throw it away.
That's got to be intentional grounding, right?
Well, no. Did he get it? Did he get it to the line of scrimmage? If he did, then it's not grounding. And it is not grounding, so it'll be a incomplete pass.
I'll tell you what, it was pretty close.
You can throw the ball away in high school football now. That rule changed 2 or 3 years ago. Just make something up, I don't know. 3rd down and 8 here for the Raiders. The ball at the 10-yard line.
Good field position if you can stop them here.
Owens and Allen split in the backfield. Crump comes in motion to the left side. They're going to fake the pitch to him, but a flag is down at the snap, and it is a false start on Hart County. That'll back them up 5 yards to the 5-yard line, and we'll make it 3rd down and 13. .8:47 to go in the first half of play. Glasgow on top 14-0 over Hart County in this critical District 3 or Class 3A District 2 matchup, excuse me. Shoulders under center, motion all over the place here for Hart County, and now they're set. And they're going to quick pitch it to Allen around the left end, and Kanan has some room here. He's got a first down, and he is going to have to be caught by the Scotties, and he will be as he's into Glasgow territory. Down at the 46-yard line in Glasgow territory.
Yeah, Jalen Bradley had to bring him down, and if Jalen doesn't get him, he's got a touchdown.
A 50-yard run there for Kanan Allen on 3rd and 13. Easily the biggest play of the night for Hart County.
Yeah, just a straight handoff off to the left side. He cut it back in and found room right up the middle.
Matter of fact, that is the 2nd longest run from scrimmage against the Scotties this season. 1st down and 10 here for the Raiders at the Glasgow 45. Wide receiver here to the right side. The backs are split. Allen, the wing back on the left side. They give to Crump. He's going to get taken down after a 1-yard pickup.
Grayson Bartley, that's his 2nd tackle of the night.
Second down 9 for Hart County at the Glasgow 44. Wideout comes to the near side of the field. Allen and Owens split in the backfield. Crump is the wing back on the left side. Shoulders gives to Owens. The fullback goes up the middle with it, and he'll get to the 41, it looks like. Pickup of 3.
Trey Smith on that tackle. That's his first of the night from 5'10", 170 senior.
That will bring up 3rd down and 6.
With the big 3rd down. But they'll probably go for it on 4th down if they don't get it.
You'd think so. They're at the Glasgow 41.
They've already done it once.
Scotty's held them that first time they tried to go for it on 4th down. Crump, a wing back on the left side. Allen and Owens are split in the backfield with Shoulders under center. Got a wide out here to the near side. Going to pitch it to Allen around the left end. Gets a block in the backfield to avoid being tackled for a loss, and he's going to go down about a yard shy of the first down at the 36-yard line.
Looks like number 22, that is Stephen Garrett, 5'8", 165 senior. It's his first tackle.
It's a pickup of 5. It'll be 4th and 1, and the Hart County will go for it here. 6:17 to go in the second quarter. Scotty's on top, 14-0. Receiver goes wide to the left. Owens is the fullback. Shoulders under center. It will be a quarterback sneak, and he'll have the first down easily. He'll be spotted at the 34, so a pickup of 2.
Trey Smith on the tackle again. That's his 2nd.
Allen and Owens split in the backfield. Crump a wing back on the right side this time. Wide out is Deshaun Bunton here to the right side, and there is a whistle at the snap and a timeout called by Glasgow. So we'll take this timeout as well. 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go in this second quarter. Glasgow on top 14-0. You're listening to Glasgow football on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You've got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
Hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the real trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Back with you, Chase Landrum down on the sideline for us. Have a score that we want to report to you. Bowling Green now leads Christian Academy of Louisville 17-14 at halftime. Of course, Christian Academy, the #1 team in Class 3A and the heavy favorite to win the state championship again. Bowling Green giving them a good test tonight.
Yeah, Bowling Green lost 4 in a row, and then they beat Barron last week. I don't know whether they've got their hurt people back yet or not, but if they play Cal that way, they're doing pretty good.
So 1st and 10, Hart County here after that Glasgow timeout, which, by the way, was brought to you by the People's Bank. Shoulders under center, backs are split. They're going to pitch it to Allen around the left side, and he's got some room as he tiptoes the sideline down there, trying to stay in bounds, but he does not quite get to the first down marker, I don't believe. It's a gain of 9. Yeah. It'll be 2nd down and 1.
Jalen Bradley got him out of bounds over there on the sidelines.
Second down and a yard here for the Raiders. The ball at the Glasgow 25. Crump and Allen split in the backfield this time. Owens the wing back on the left side. They give to Crump. He'll go up the middle with it on a counter play. And he is going to have his first down to the 22-yard line.
Grayson Bartley on the tackle. That's his 3rd.
So the drive stays alive here. Glasgow leads 14-0. 4:40 to go in this second quarter of play.
Well, Scotty's defense has been a few times this year, but they haven't given up many points. Let's see what we do this time.
It's Owens and Crump together in the backfield this time. Allen's a wing back on the left. They give to Crump. He'll bounce it outside around the left end. A flag is down, so this is probably coming back. Yeah. Most likely a holding call on the Raiders.
I think it's holding Cam Bull out on the outside there.
Actually 2 flags, so we'll see if it's just 1 penalty or 2. There's a flag over near the Hart County sideline as well. It is holding against Hart County. I guess both penalties are for the same, or both flags for the same penalty, I guess.
That means it probably actually happened if 2 referees saw it.
So that'll back it up to the 32-yard line. Still first down. First down 19 here for Hart County. Down to 3:56 to go until halftime. The second quarter brought to you by CRS Construction. Shoulders off play action to throw. Looking down the left sideline. Pass is going to be incomplete. Jalen Bradley was there defensively for the Scotties, but the ball was thrown out of bounds. Jashawn Bunton was the intended receiver.
Yeah, that's the sophomore. I believe he's a sophomore, isn't he?
That's right, Larry. Yep. It'll be 2nd down and 19. Warren Central and Greenwood are scoreless after 1 quarter of play. Allen, a wing back on the left. Crump, the wing back on the right. Owens is the fullback. And play action here. Shoulders under pressure. Steps up now. Hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. The receiver in the area for Hart County that time was Jay-Sean Rice. But great pressure that time by the Scotty front line.
Yeah, good pressure. And they got a hold of him just as he let the football go. The receiver was open, but he just didn't have the arm to get it there.
3rd down and 19 now for the Raiders. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the half. Stay tuned at halftime for our McDonald's stats on the SCRTC halftime show. It is homecoming, and we're going to try to get homecoming festivities on the air for you as well. Comes Allen in motion to the near side on 3rd down and 19. Shoulders will throw. Pass caught by Allen at the 32. Makes the man miss at the 25, and he'll be dragged out of bounds. Where? See where they spot him out. Looks like around the 22-yard line. Well, the 21-yard line really is where he's at. So 11-yard pickup. It'll be 4th down and 9 now for the Raiders, and of course they will go for it.
Tevion Massey made that tackle. That's his 3rd.
So a huge 4th down play here for the Scotty defense to try to keep Hart County out of the end zone here on 4th and 9.
You got to watch Allen again,
at the 21. Allen goes in motion to the left side. Shoulders, all play action to throw. Under pressure. Lets it go. Man is open, but intercepted by Jalen Bradley in the end zone. Oh, what a recovery by Jalen Bradley. Boy, his man had a step on him, and he recovered to get in front of that football and pick it off.
Boy, that was a nice interception. He was running stride for stride with him, and then just at the last second put that hand up and got that football.
Boy, Jalen with his 3rd interception of the season, and that's the first one that didn't go back for a touchdown, but he intercepted it in the Hart County end zone and brought it back out to the 2. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Scotty offense at their own 2-yard line to start this drive. 14-0 lead for Glasgow, 3.5 minutes to go in the first half of play. Come under center. Quarterback sneak for Hudson, just trying to get a little room to work with, and did a pretty good job. Looks like he's got it out to around the 5-yard line, I believe.
Look, that's the big guy again in there, number 75. That would be Chris Prince. That's his 2nd tackle of the night.
3 minutes to go in the first half of play. Pickup of 3 there, brings up 2nd and 7 here at the 5-yard line. Gum will give to Cam Bull. He's got the 10, he's got the 15, stepped out of bounds. If he had not stepped out of bounds, then he might have been gone, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
That's a big 1st down. That might run this clock out now if we don't try to score.
Oh, you know they're going to try to score, Larry. Pickup of 10 yards to the 15. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Gum in shotgun. And now false start called on the Scotties.
They jumped.
That'll make it 1st and 15. Chase, while we have a second, you had a great view of that interception down there, didn't you? Great play by Jalen Bradley.
Great play by Jalen Bradley there. I don't think he knew where he was when he accepted. So
I'd say I'd say you're right. That's probably why he brought that thing out. Hudson Gum under center on 1st and 15. Will give to Bull. Cam going to get hit and dropped.
A little big boy again, 75. 3rd tackle for him, Prince.
It's going to be a loss on the play.
Wish I knew how big he was. He's a freshman. He's 6'1". I'd say he's every bit of 280.
At least, yeah. I would say so, Larry. It's a loss of a yard back to the 9, so it's 2nd down and 16 here for the Scotties with 2:15 to go in the half. Gum will set up in shotgun. Bull to his right. He's got 2 wideouts to the right and 1 to the left. Gum wants to throw. Right side pass caught by Bradley. Jalen across the 20. Oh, and he may go. He's got the 40, the 50, the 40, the 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, end zone, touchdown Scotties. 91-yard pass completion from Hudson Gum to Jalen Bradley for 6.
Well, he just had a little out pattern there. He caught it, and he got through 2 tacklers, and when he did that, he just turned the jets on, and he was gone.
Longest play from scrimmage on the year for the Scotties by a wide margin. And now Jared Maligan on to attempt the extra point. That touchdown brought to you by Riley Dental Group. Maligan trying to stay perfect on his night on his PATs, and he does. 1:46 to go in this second quarter, brought to you by CRS Construction, and Glasgow now leads it 21-0. And we'll tell you about that scoring drive in just a moment. Previously, the longest play for the Scotties on the season had been a 65-yard pass completion, but that one shatters that as that one goes 91 yards.
Big play. And it was just a simple toss and catch, and then Jalen did the rest with his legs.
Jalen can do that, can't he?
He can do it. We've seen it 2 or 3 times already this year. The run he had against Adair County was something else where he juked about 4 or 5 people in the middle of the field.
Yeah, last week against Adair, he averaged 16.4 yards per carry. 8 carries for 131 yards. So that drive for Glasgow, Larry, 4 plays, 98 yards. I'll tell you about the rest of it after this kick by Jared Maligan. And it'll be fielded back at the 10-yard line, at the 15, the 20, and maybe the 21-yard line, and that will be it. Oh, and a flag is going to be thrown here. He was trying to let up, man. That's not very good.
Yeah, Jamari Stockton is the man that made the hit and drove him out of bounds, but they're going to get a flag on him also.
I don't know about that. I mean, Jamari was trying to let up, and he stumbled and just. Anyway, it is what it is. Chase, you got something to say about that?
I'm in agreement with you, Joe. That was not a necessary flag.
Yeah, that was. Anyway, that's okay. So, 1:38 to go here in the first half of play. 21-0, Glasgow leading Hart County. There was certainly nothing malicious there from Jamari, but just a tough call against him. 1st and 10, Hart County. They'll start at their own 37-yard line after the penalty. Oh, the rest of that drive for the Scotties, by the way, it was 4 plays, 98 yards, 1:44 seconds, and we already told you a 91-yard pass completion from Hudson Gum to Jalen Bradley, and Jared Maligan added the extra point. Shoulders under center. He'll give this off to Crump up the middle, and Crump going to go down as he crosses the 41 to the 41-yard line. Ball came out late, and they're going to say he was down. Stephen Garrett claiming that he had that football before Crump was down, but the officials do not see it that way. They'll pick up a 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Tried to see it on the replay, but I couldn't see it very well.
And now a timeout going to be taken by Hart County with 1:07 to go in the first half. This timeout brought to you by the People's Bank. And Hart County now out of timeouts. Scotties do have 2 left if they were to get the ball back, or if they wanted to try to get the ball back. If Hart County gets to a 4th down play and they punt, but Hart County will get the ball back to start the 3rd quarter of play. But Larry, if the Scotties can keep Hart County out of the end zone right here, the last minute 7 of the first half, that was some great momentum for Glasgow going into halftime, that play to Jalen Bradley.
Better believe that. I was happy they got the 1st down and they could run out the clock and take the 14-0 lead in. But the big play came, and 91 yards, that's a big play. And Bradley is capable of that. Every time he touches the football, he can go the distance. I'm sure that's what he was thinking about that interception in the end zone. He was ready to run.
Second down 6 as the timeout comes to an end. 1:07 to go until halftime. Hart County at their own 41. Shoulders goes into shotgun formation. That's a rarity here at Hart County. Allen lined up to his left. Got a man in motion. That's Drake Thompson. Shoulders will hand it off underneath to Allen.
Good
Slips a
move.
tackle in the backfield. He's got the 50, got the 45, and he's going to run out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Jarek Martin knocked him out of bounds, but he faked Grayson Bartley out of his shoes that time. He made one move inside and cut out. Grayson went with him.
Pick up of 15 yards there for Allen. Kanan has now carried the ball 8 times for 85 yards.
It wouldn't have been bad having him in the backfield this year, would it?
Would have been nice to add to our stable of backs.
Yeah.
1 minute to go in the first half of play. 2 receivers go left. Thompson is a wing back on the right side. Allen is the running back to the left of Shoulders. Shoulders rolling left. Under pressure. Hit as he throws. Pass is going to be incomplete.
Boy, Jarek Martin had a bead on the quarterback.
And he put a pretty good hit on him too, just as he let go of the football. 2nd down and 10. 55 seconds to go. Glasgow leads 21-0 here in the late stages of this second quarter. Brought to you by CRS Construction. SCRTC halftime show coming up, or we'll look at our halftime stats brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. We also plan to try to get the homecoming ceremonies on the air for you as well. And there's a flag at the snap. Hart County is moving early here. Here's a pass complete to Jake Crump at the 38-yard line where he goes down, but this one's coming back.
They should have blown that in dead, shouldn't they?
I think they did, Larry. Not initially, but they blew it dead during the middle of the play. So 5-yard penalty, move the ball back to the, actually it's illegal motion. And now a holding called. So he had 2 penalties, illegal motion and holding. So the Scotties will accept the holding penalty and moves the football back to the 46-yard line in Glasgow territory. Second down, 22 here as the clock rolls with 43 seconds to go until half. Shoulders with a swing pass to Allen, and he gets drilled after he makes the catch.
Stephen Garrett, he caught that ball one-handed, and Stephen Garrett hit him just as he caught it. I'm surprised he held on to it. Second tackle for Stephen.
I think I am going to go ahead and take that break. Because they're not even lined up over there. I think we'll have time. Lost back to the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 24, but Hart County's not going to run another play. They're going to let this thing run out. A terrific first half for the Scotties. They lead Hart County 21-0, and we'll let Chase Landrum catch up with Coach Jackson Arnett here at halftime and get Coach Arnett's thoughts on this first half of play. Chase, anytime you guys are ready, take it away.
All right, Coach, we got a 21-0 lead at the half. Defense has stepped up again. Offenses got a little light there in the first half. You like to see that?
Yeah, we're just doing what we do. We got to keep doing it, though. We give up some big plays on defense that I don't like, but we're hanging in there. We're making them drive the field. Had a big-time special teams play on the punt and made them drive it. It's hard for people to go 90 yards in high school football, so we just got to keep playing. We're fine. I think we're the better team. We just got to keep playing. We can't give up silly big plays or get penalties, and I'm just proud of how they're playing. We just got to come out and do it again.
Thanks, Coach Arnett.
Thank you, Chase. Thank you, Coach Arnett. Time now to take a break. We'll come back with the SCRTC halftime show. Glasgow leads 21-0 here at halftime over Hart County. You're listening to Glasgow football here on WCLU Blue 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Hot Ham and Cheese, Hand-Breaded Chicken Tender Wrap, or Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger. Mix and match any two, with fries and a drink, just $6.99.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
And it all comes down to this moment. There's only one roll left. Let's see what happens. And Michael wins the face-off. He used the old misdirection trick. Well, now that he's eating the roll, let's wait for his reaction. It's good! Do you want a free lunch for two at Colton's? Listen to WHHT between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. during the week for a chance to win.
At Glasgow's Hank Royce Stadium here on the campus of Glasgow High School. Scotty's on top 21-0 over Hart County, and we expected to have homecoming getting started here soon, and I think we finally will. Candidates are taking a while to get down here, but Chase, put Larry's headset on there while Bruce adds some stats up here, and let's talk a little bit about what we saw in the first half. Scotty's, I would think, have to be pleased. Coach Arnett, you heard him right there. He's pretty pleased with the way his kids are playing, it sounded like.
Yeah, he's pretty pleased at the half. I mean, the defense has been the story of the year, but that long pass play where you thought, well, they may just go into halftime up 14-0. Bradley takes it to the house from 91 yards. I mean, his speed's just Hart County can't match his speed
once he
out there.
Once he
once
got
he gets
away,
an open field, he's gone.
Yeah, no doubt. So, okay, here we go with our homecoming activities, and this is Hannah Jolly, our announcer.
Reese is the daughter of Brandon and Lisa Bartley. Her escort this evening is Mr. Griffin Jackson, son of Corey and Crystal Jackson. Also representing the freshman class is Miss McKenna Hubble. McKenna is the daughter of Andrew and Jenny Hubble. Her escort tonight is Mr. Chandler Smith, son of Stuart and Angie Smith. Our final freshman class representative is Miss Natea Lightfoot. Natea is the daughter of Kentara Ford. Her escort this evening is Mr. Brooks Nadell, son of Griff and Jade Nadell. Representing the sophomore class is Miss Gracie Bell. Gracie is the daughter of Michael and Cassandra Bell. Her escort tonight is Mr. Victor Manuel Soto IV, son of Kelly Nadell Soto and late father Victor Manuel Rocky Soto III. Also representing the sophomore class is Miss Presley Martin. Presley is the daughter of Larry and Brittany Martin. Her escort this evening is Mr. Rashad Etheridge, son of Ashley Ruse. Our final sophomore class representative is Miss Aubrey Norris. Aubrey is the daughter of Rodney and Amanda Norris. Her escort tonight is Mr. Cabron Jones, son of Derek Jones and Brianna McCawthorne. Representing the junior class is Miss Jordy Goodman. Jordy is the daughter of Nathaniel Goodman and Jaquita Trigg. Her escort this evening is Mr. Jackson Norris, son of Rodney and Amanda Norris. Also representing the junior class is Miss Shri Patel. Shri is the daughter of Ron and Anna Patel. Her escort this evening is Mr. DJ Owsley, son of Dr. Jason and Brenda Owsley. Our final class, junior class representative is Mr. James Anna Marie Ellis Soto. James Anna is the daughter of Kelly Nadell Soto and late father Victor Manuel Rocky Soto III. Her escort this evening is Mr. Ryder Heller, son of Tabitha Hanley and Jason Heller. Representing the senior class is Miss LaDasia Driver. LaDasia is the daughter of Lamont Driver, Cassie Davis, and Savannah Hall. Her escort this evening is Mr. John Ryan Bird, son of Jonathan and Amy Bird, and Jennifer and Casey Circle. Also representing the senior class is Miss Memphis Prophet. Memphis is the daughter of Corey and Ashley Prophet. Her escort this evening is Mr. Carter Hodges, son of Jonathan and Lori Hodges. Our final senior representative is Miss Nora Underwood. Nora is the daughter of Alan and Kelly Underwood. Her escort this evening is Mr. Kievan Massey, son of Katara Hayes. Please welcome me in joining Micah Mullenkamp and Austin Parker, our 2024 football homecoming queen and king, onto the field to present the Queen's Crown and King's Plaque. We would like to thank Greer's Florists for providing our flowers, Awards Incorporated for providing the Queen's Crown and King's Plaque. Glasgow alumni, students, and fans, your 2025 football homecoming king is Mr. Kievan Massey.
Mama's happy.
And your 2025 football homecoming queen is Miss LaDasia Driver.
All right. Thank you to Hannah Jolly there. Did a great job with the announcing. And congratulations to Kievan Massey, the homecoming king. Of course, Kievan, a member of the Scotty football team as well. And LaDasia Driver, the homecoming queen. So congratulations to the two of them. And also congratulations to all of the homecoming court. Everybody looking their best tonight. Always a fun night for these high school kids to go through the homecoming festivities. So again, the king, Kievan Massey, and the queen, LaDasia Driver. And with that being said, time now to take a look at our McDonald's halftime stats. Glasgow leading Hart County by a score of 21-0. And here on the SCRTC halftime show, we'll turn things over to Larry and Bruce to take a look at those stats. Larry?
All right, Joe. Glasgow won the opening toss of the coin. And, of course, they always decide to take the football, and they did this time. And it paid off for them as they took the opening kickoff on Hart County's 43-yard line. It only took them 5 plays to put it in the end zone. 5 plays, 42 yards, took 220. Excuse me, I just got back up from the restroom and I'm about out of breath. 5 plays, 42 yards, took 227 off the clock. Hudson Gum took the football from 24 yards out for the touchdown. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and Glasgow led 7-0 at that point. Hart County would get the football back. They would take over on their own 43-yard line on the ensuing kickoff. Glasgow's defense would make them punt, three and out in that series. The Scotties would take over after the punt on their own 46-yard line at 8:23 of the first quarter. From there, the Scotties went on their longest, their play-wise, longest drive of the night. 10 plays, 46 yards, took 5:22 off the clock. Jalen Bradley with a 5-yard run for the touchdown. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and it was 14-0 in favor of the Scotties, and that's the way the first quarter would end. Hart County's next possession would they would move the football, and Glasgow would take over on downs at their own 46-yard line, but this time the Scotties got nothing done on the offensive side of the ball and had to punt. Hart County would take the football on their own 8-yard line and drove it all the way down the field and had a fourth down play to go to the end zone and went back to pass, and Jalen Bradley intercepted that pass and was taken down at the 2-yard line, and that's where the Scotties took over with 3:30 to go in the second quarter. It didn't take them long to put it in the end zone. It's 4 plays, 98 yards, took 1:44 off the clock. Jalen Bradley took a little out pattern pass from Hudson Gum and went 91 yards for the touchdown. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point, and it was 21-0 in favor of the Scotties. Hart County will get the football one more time, but time would run out, and they got nothing done. So here at halftime, it's 21-0 in favor of the Scotties.
Thank you, Larry. Catch your breath back now. I've been sitting here, so let's look at our SCRTC halftime show McDonald's stats. With the Scotties on top 21-0, Hart County had 5 first downs. The Scotties picked up 7. The Raiders had 103 on the ground, 14 through the air for a total of 117. Glasgow 95 on the ground, 118 through the air for a total of 213. We had 1 turnover in the first half. That was the interception thrown by Hart County. Hart County was penalized 4 times for 30 yards, Glasgow 6 times for 40 yards. The Raiders ran 27 plays, consuming 12 minutes, 43 seconds. The Scotties had 23 offensive plays, using 11 minutes and 17 seconds of clock time. Leading rusher for the Raiders and in this ball game is Kanan Allen with 85 yards on 8 carries. He had a long of 50, though. Jake Crump had 19 yards on 5 rushes. Cage Owens had 2 rushes for 5 yards, and Jacob Shoulders had 2 rushes for 4 yards. Shoulders was 3 of 9 passing for 14 yards and an interception. All 3 of those receptions went to Kanan Allen. Kanan Allen punted 1 time for 4 yards. For the Scotties, their quarterback, Hudson Gum, is the leading rusher with 56 yards on 8 carries. He scored a touchdown, had a long of 24. Cam Bull picked up 20 yards on 4 carries with a long of 10. Jaden Bradley had 4 rushes for 15 yards and a touchdown. And Jarek Martin carried it 1 time for 4 yards. Hudson Gum was 3 of 5 passing in that first half for 118 yards and a touchdown. 2 of those receptions went to Jalen Bradley for 110 yards and a touchdown with a long of 91. Jarek Martin had the other reception for 8 yards. Cam Bull has punted 1 time in this ball game for 46 yards. This has been your SCRT halftime show and your McDonald's stats. We will return back to the game after this 3-minute timeout on WCLU Blue 103 F1 FM 1490 AM.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939. SCRTC Connect is the ultimate Wi-Fi experience. Welcome home to reliable internet from SCRTC, your fiber optic provider. Create a tailored environment that allows you to take control of your Wi-Fi. Simple and intuitive features to keep your Wi-Fi network safe and at peak performance. Sign up for SCRTC Fiber Fast Internet today and download the ultimate Wi-Fi experience to take control of your internet. SCRTC Connect.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa Cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery, whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries. Our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Back here with you at Hank Roy Stadium. Chase Landrum, of course, our sideline reporter. And let's take a look at the week ahead here for Glasgow High School in sports. It's a busy week coming up. The boys soccer team on Monday will host Warren Central. Then on Tuesday, they'll host Clinton County. And on Thursday, they'll host Greenwood. The girls soccer team tomorrow will host Edmonson County for a home match. And on Monday, they'll travel to Franklin Simpson. On Tuesday, they'll be at home against Clinton County. And then on Thursday, they'll be on the road at Edmonson County. A couple of matches for the volleyball team this week. On Tuesday, they'll host Allen County Scottsville. And then on Thursday, they'll be at home against Monroe County. Girls golf team, their season has come to an end. They finished 6th in the 3rd Region Golf Tournament held earlier this week out at Willow Oaks Country Club here in Glasgow. But as an individual, 8th grader Harlow Bell did advance to the semi-state round. That'll be played on Monday at Calvert City Country Club. So congratulations to Harlow Bell, and we certainly wish her luck in the semi-state round on Monday. The boys golf team, their season as a team, unfortunately, has also come to an end by the slimmest of margins. They finished tied for 2nd in the 3rd Region Tournament before losing in a playoff to Bowling Green. So that does mean the team season is now complete. However, Griffin Jackson finished tied for 1st as an individual. He also lost in a playoff to finish 2nd overall. Tate Pace finished tied for 8th as an individual. And due to those individual finishes, both Griffin Jackson and Tate Pace will advance to the semi-state round on Tuesday to compete as individuals at Calvert City Country Club. So congratulations to Griffin and Tate, I should say. And certainly good luck to both of those guys as they participate in that semi-state round on Tuesday. No meet this week for the cross-country team. The freshman football team does have a game scheduled on Thursday against Taylor County. If you listened to us last week during halftime, you heard us talking about the fact that the freshman team had several games scheduled this year, but they had only been able to play one. because people keep canceling on them. So they do have a game scheduled at home on Thursday against Taylor County. That's the Glasgow freshman football team. Then on Monday, the JV football team will travel over to take on the Barron County Trojans over there at Barron County High School. And the varsity football team back on the road 1 week from tonight for their final road game in the regular season. And they will take on the Butler County Bears there in Morgantown. Pregame coverage starts at 6:30 next Friday here on these same stations and on this same YouTube channel for the live stream. Kickoff slated for 7 o'clock between the Scotties and the Bears next Friday night. A couple of notes also to let you know about out of Glasgow Middle School. The Glasgow Middle School football team will be playing their final home game at 10:30 tomorrow morning. It's been a good season for the football team there at the middle school, and so if you are looking for something to do tomorrow morning, or want to go watch a little good football from some future Scotty high schoolers, again, middle school team playing their final home game tomorrow morning at 10:30. And also of note, this is not really a sports note, but just something of interest, Glasgow Middle School art teacher Jennifer Frisch was selected today to enter the Kentucky Teacher Hall of Fame. And middle school principal Justin Stinson asked us if we could get that information out to folks. So congratulations to Jennifer Frisch, art teacher at the middle school, being selected to enter the Kentucky Teacher Hall of Fame. So certainly say congratulations to her. As we continue here on the SCRTC halftime show, let's take a look at some other scores that are coming across. It is Butler County leading Edmonson County 7-0 at halftime. Paducah Tillman all over Allen County Scottsville at the end of the first quarter. It's 35-0. You have Greenwood on top of Warren Central now 23-0 at halftime. Monroe County leads Clinton County 28-0 at halftime. Barron County on top of Grayson County 15-0 at halftime. It's Franklin Simpson leading Warren East 21-7 at halftime. Christian Academy of Louisville has now taken a 21-17 lead over Bowling Green after 3 quarters of play. And at halftime, it's Caverna on top of Christian County by a score of 26-24. For whatever reason, we are not getting a score reported on the LaRue-Adair County game. Of course, we are interested in that one because that's a district game in the same district that Glasgow is in. We've got somebody who's supposed to be reporting scores of that game, but for whatever reason, he's not reporting them. So hopefully we can get one on that game for you. But there, as we get this third quarter underway, what do you want to see from the Scotties here in the second half?
Well, a little more of the same, I think, Joe. We played very well on defense, and the offense showed up and scored 21 points in the first half. So nothing to argue about what happened. We had a couple of senseless penalties that we didn't need, and we gave up one big long run. But other than that, I thought the Scotties played very well.
Jared Malagon will kick it away for Glasgow to get this second half underway. Scotties lead 21-0 as we begin. And this kick going to be bouncing at the 10, fielded at the 5-yard line. That's Drake Thompson on the return. He's at the 20, and he'll get hit and dropped at the 26-yard line.
Trace Smith in there on that tackle. That's number 4 for Trace.
So 1st and 10 Raiders at their own 26.
First down and 10 Raiders at their own 26-yard line.
Terrific crowd on hand, by the way, not only because of homecoming, but because this Glasgow-Hart County game has turned into a pretty good rivalry over the last few years. And I think as the season goes along, more Glasgow fans are getting more and more interested in this 5-0 football team for the Scotties. Here's Shoulders going to give this off to Allen as he goes around the left end. And he's going to gain a yard, maybe 2, not much.
Yeah, they just stood him up. Xander Contreras over there. They stood him right straight up and wouldn't let him go. That is his 4th tackle of the night.
It's a pickup of 2 to the 20, or excuse me, the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 8 from there.
I see this Glasgow defense hold them out of the end zone all night long here, and that would just add to that state leading defensive average.
Yeah, Scotties as a team lead the state in points allowed overall, regardless of class, giving up just 3.4 points per game. Quick pitch out to Allen again around the left end, and again, fairly short yardage for Canaan. Got a little bit more this time, though. He will be down at the 32, I think.
Yeah, Trey Smith with his 5th tackle on that play. Got him around the ankles, brought him down.
That's a gain of 4. It'll be 3rd down and 4. One wide out to the far side of the field. Crump and Owen split in the backfield. Allen a wing back on the right side. He goes in motion. Going to give it off to the fullback Owens, and he is going to dive out across the 35 and close to the first down marker at the 36.
He gave him a pretty good spot. Landon Martin on the tackle.
It is going to be a first down for Hart County.
I thought he kind of bounced into that first down, but I thought he was a little bit short.
1st and 10 Raiders at their own 36. Shoulders in under center, I should say. Here comes Allen in motion. Going to give it off to Crump. He'll go up the middle with it, and he'll get to the 39, I believe. Well, actually, back him up to the 38, so a gain of just 2.
Jordan Huffman on that tackle. That's his 2nd of the night. 6'2", 265 junior.
Second down 8 here. Backs are split. They'll give this off to Allen again. Tries to go around the left end. Now tries to cut it back in the middle, and he'll get about 3, it looks like, to the 40 or 41.
Yeah, that's Cam Bull on the tackle. That's his 1st of the night. 6', 165 senior.
It is a gain of 3 to the 41-yard line. That will bring up 3rd down and 5 here for the Raiders. 9:08 to go in this 3rd quarter. This quarter is brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Scotty's on top, 21-0. Receiver here to the near side of the field. Backs are split again. Here comes Crump in motion to the near side. They're going to fake the pitch to him, hand it off underneath to Allen.
Nice play.
And the Scotties play it very well.
That was number 15, Grayson Bartley, I'm sorry. On the tackle, that's number 4 for Grayson.
Hart County faked the pitch right to try to get the defense flowing that way, and then handed it off underneath, going the opposite direction to Canaan Allen, but Grayson Bartley played it really well that time. It'll be 4th and 2 for Hart County, and they're at their own 44, but they're keeping the offense on the field here, so do not jump if you're Glasgow. Big gamble here for Hart County if they snap this football, and now they are going to call a timeout. So we'll take it with them. 8:15 to go in the 3rd quarter. Glasgow leads 21-0. You're listening to Glasgow football on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
And it all comes down to this moment. There's only one roll left. Let's see what happens. And Michael wins the face-off. He used the old misdirection trick. Well, now that he's eating the roll, let's wait for his reaction. It's good! Do you want a free lunch for 2 at Colton's? Listen to WHHT between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. during the week for a chance to win.
Left in this 3rd quarter, brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Glasgow on top 21-0 over Hart County. It's 4th down and 2 for the Raiders. They are at their own 44. Hart County burned that timeout, which, by the way, was brought to you by the People's Bank. Raiders come to the line of scrimmage here. If the Scotties can get a stop here, this would be big. They'll get the football back on Hart County's side of the field. Shoulders under center. Looking over at the Hart County sideline, maybe changing the play here. A wing back on either side. Here goes Allen in motion. They hand it off to him, trying to go around the left end. Scotties, we're going to stuff him. No, sir. No gain on the play.
There's Stephen Garrett, I think, right there on the bottom of that pile. 3rd tackle for Stephen.
And the Scotty defense steps up yet again, as they have done time after time this season. They will get the football back for the offense at the Hart County 44-yard line with 8:09 to go in this 3rd quarter.
big stop for the defense. They've done it all year long.
We do have a score now on the Adair-LaRue County game, and it is a 7-7 tie between those two teams in the third quarter. I expected LaRue County to win that ball game, but Adair hanging right in there with them. Two receivers left, one to the right. Gum fakes the pitch, keeps it himself up the middle. He's got something here. He's across the 30, the 25, fumble, and I don't know, scramble for it. Glasgow saying they got it back.
I think maybe we did. Well, there was 2 or 3 Hart County players that had a shot at it also.
Hart County saying they have it. Glasgow saying they have it.
And what's the referee say?
It is Glasgow football, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like who's on the bottom of that pile there? Xavier
50, Larry,
Contreras.
Yeah. Xavier Contreras.
Hudson, he got tackled, and as he was going down, the ball slipped out of his hand. I don't think the ground caused it.
Ball resting at the 19-yard line. 25-yard pickup there for Gum on the run. First and 10, Glasgow at the 19 of Hart County. Gum in shotgun, Franklin and Bradley in I formation to his left. And what do we have here? Delay of game called on the Scotties.
No way. There is no way. I agree. That, as long as they've been, there is no way.
And that will move the football back to the 24-yard line, where it'll be first down and 15. 7th Glasgow penalty for 45 yards. Play being signaled in from the sideline here. Gum and shotgun. Baxter in the eye to his left. Hudson going to throw the right side pass, batted down at the line of scrimmage. That was Jay Sean Rice who got a hand on it for the Raiders.
Yeah, it was going to be out to Jarek Martin out on the far side over on the sideline, just a little out pattern, and he didn't throw it very well that time.
Second down 15. Bull in there at running back now to the left of Gum. Trips to the left side of the field. A single receiver to the right. That's Jarek Martin over there on the right side. Jones, Moore, and Bradley, the wideouts on the left side of the field. Play clock down to 4 seconds. Going to have to hurry to get this one off, and a timeout going to be taken. Timeout brought to you by the People's Bank. Scotties were going to burn that timeout there. 7:11 to go in the third quarter. Glasgow on top by a score of 21-0. Let's check on to see if anybody else has sent any scores in. Let's see what we've got here. No new scores other than that LaRue Adair County score we just gave you. Again, that's a 7-7 ball game in the third quarter. It's 7 minutes and 11 seconds to go in this third quarter. Thank our sponsors here on WCLU. They are Don Franklin Auto, Glasgow EPB, Hardee's, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers, Kuzma Family Dentistry, McDonald's of Glasgow, SCRTC. Glasgow football also brought to you by the People's Bank, TJ Regional Health, Campbell Myers and Rutledge CPAs, Colton Steakhouse and Grill, Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance Agency, Riley Dental Group, CRS Construction, Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, and Scooters Coffee. Second down 15 for the Scotties. Gum will go under center here with a wide out each way. Bull is the running back. Actually, two wide outs to the left, I'm sorry. Gum on an option play will pitch it to Bull, and Cam had a little trouble coming up with it, and now he's given up a lot of ground, gets a block, trying to reverse field all the way to the right side. Cam has got the 20. A flag is down from the back judge, though, and now we're going to have a penalty called on the Scotties, and as you might notice, some people in the press box are a little upset by that call. Let's see what this, it was going to be a first down. It was a great run by Cam because he had nothing around the left side and reverse field and ended up making a first down. But now we've got a helmet-to-helmet hit. Helmet-to-helmet hit here called on the Scotties.
Yeah, the back judge threw that thing from about 20 yards back.
It was actually helmet-to-helmet was the call, not a blindside block. Ball backed up to the 38-yard line. Second down and forever here for the Scotties. About 28 yards to go or so. Three receivers to the near side, a single wide out to the right. Gum in shotgun formation, Bull the running back. Gum throws down to Martin. It is caught down the sideline, and he stays in bounds. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Scotties. Wow.
That was the hook and go. Bruce called it a while ago. When they threw that one over there on the sidelines with the out pattern, he's setting up the hook and go, and he did.
Great throw and terrific catch. Gum with the throw, Jarek Martin with the catch in traffic over the top of the defender, and then somehow able to tiptoe the sideline over there and stay in bounds to get into the end zone. And Glasgow takes a 27-0 lead. That touchdown brought to you by Riley Dental Group. And now the extra point, no good for Jared Malagon, as Trace England had trouble getting the snap down. It was a little bit low, and Jared did not get a good foot into it. So the score remains Glasgow 27, Hart County nothing, with 6:28 to go in the third quarter. But just an electrifying play there for the Scotties, as Jarek Martin made that catch and then made a terrific run after the catch.
That's what we said about Jarek. Don't throw it down around his waist or his knees. Throw it up there where he can go get it, and that was thrown up there perfectly where he could just jump up and get it, and then he made a good run after the catch.
Bruce adding up the numbers for us here on that drive. I can tell you it was a 3-play drive. It went 44 yards. Took a minute and 41 seconds. And the touchdown pass went for 38 yards from Hudson Gum to Jarek Martin. Extra point was no good. So the Scotties lead 27-0. 6:28 to go in this third quarter. This third quarter brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Jared Malagon will kick this ball away. Going to be fielded by Thompson at the 13. He's got the 20. And just barely going to make the 25-yard line before he's brought down.
Yeah, that was Jathan Franklin on that tackle. He got down there. First tackle for him, the sophomore, 5'9", 205.
Updated score for you on the LaRue-Adair County game. LaRue County has now taken the lead 13-7 at the end of the third quarter. Our thanks to Jonathan Talley back at the studio reporting those scores to me here. Without that, we wouldn't get a score for you on that game, apparently. I'm not sure what happened to our guy at the LaRue-Hart County game, but he's not reporting any scores tonight for some reason. First and 10 for the Raiders at their own 25-yard line, or 26-yard line, actually, it looks like. Glasgow leads 27-0. 6.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Here's a give to Kanan Allen around the left end, and he's going to be cut down after a decent gain on first down. They're going to say he's out of bounds. Or actually not out of bounds, but just down at the 32-yard line. So a pickup of 6. It'll be second down and 4.
Yeah, Jarek Martin came in and hit him about the knees and flipped him. And for the tackle, that's his second on the night.
Allen on the night now has carried it 14 times for 103 yards. Second down and 4 for the Raiders at their own 32. Shoulders in shotgun, going to keep it himself around the left end, and he is not going to make his first down. Going to get to the 35. He'll be a yard shy. Oh, actually, no. They give him the 36 and a first down, they say.
Jordan Huffman on the tackle. That's number 3 for him I didn't think he got anywhere near a first down.
I didn't. I thought he was a full yard short there, Larry, but apparently not. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. 5:07 to go in the third quarter. This quarter brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Shoulders under center. Allen and Owen split in the backfield, and now timeout going to be called by Hart County. Second called timeout for the Raiders. Larry, the problem for this Hart County team, yeah, they run the ball pretty well, but when you get down in a ball game, it's hard for them to come back if you get down by 2 or 3 scores because they're having to run so much time off the clock when they have the football because they run it so well.
Yeah, exactly. That's where they've been the last 2 years.
The good thing in the last 2 years, they hadn't been behind very often.
They hadn't been behind a lot.
Yeah.
I remember the first, when we went over, who was our running back, Stockton, Curry Stockton?
Yep.
We had a fumble inside the 5.
A questionable fumble.
Yeah, and then he fumbled inside the 20, inside the 15, and that's the way they beat us that first time. We were scoring right with them, even though they were running the football and we were throwing it.
Yep. Some other scores for you here. Somerset now leads Metcalfe County 35-6. Midway through the fourth quarter, and Monroe County all over Clinton County 42-8. That game in the third quarter as well. First down and 10 here. Here is the give to, who is that on the carry? Is that Allen or Crump? That is Crump who carried the football up the middle. He got a couple. Give him 3, actually, to the 39-yard line.
Trey Smith just made his 6th tackle of the night on that play.
Second down and 7. Glasgow leads 27-0 here with 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Comes Allen in motion near side. They fumble on the exchange, and Shoulders just has to go back and fall on it at the 30-yard line.
It didn't look like a too-bad of a snap. It looked like it just went right through his hands.
Well, I thought he fell on it at the 30, but they're going to somehow spot it at the 32. Not sure how that works, but
I don't either.
Anyway.
Well, they gave him a first down a minute ago when he bounced into it. When he bounced backwards, they won't give it to him.
He may have. Third down and 15 here. Receiver comes to the near side. Crump and Owen split in the backfield. Allen, the wing back, comes in motion to the near side. Shoulders to throw.
Ooh.
Looking down the right side. Pass going to be caught. And that is Jay Sean Bunton on the catch for the first down. Jalen Bradley was there defensively for Glasgow, but could not prevent the catch. First down Raiders at the Glasgow 45.
Oh, and Kayvon Massey got a hit on the quarterback just as he let the ball go. I don't see how he got it on target like he did, but he did.
Pickup of 23 yards on that completion from Shoulders to Bunton. First down and 10 Raiders at the Glasgow 45 as we hit the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Bunton wide to the left side. Crump and Owen split in the backfield. Allen the wing back on the right. He goes in motion. They give up the middle to Crump. He bounces to the outside now, and he'll get about 3, it looks like, to the 42.
Campbell in there on the bottom of that one. That's his second tackle.
Bunton goes wide left. Allen will line up as a wing back on the right. Crump and Owens are in the backfield. Allen in motion, left side. Give to Crump. Goes up the middle with it. He will be tripped up as he crosses the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Yeah, Stephen Garrett on that tackle came right down the line of scrimmage and got him. That's his 4th of the night.
Adair County has tied the game up against LaRue County now, 13-all with 8 minutes left to go in that ball game. Third down and 4 here, or third down and 3, I should say, for the Raiders. Wing back on the left side. Shoulders in shotgun. It's a quarterback keeper around the left end. Makes a good move to get by a defender. And he may go. He's the 20, the 10, the 5, and into the end zone. Jacob Shoulders with the touchdown run for Hart County.
Yeah, we had him tackled right at just past the line of scrimmage. And I don't know who it was, but we let him go. And as soon as he got out of that tackle, he used his speed to get to the end zone.
There's a 38-yard touchdown run there for Jacob Shoulders. For Shoulders, his fourth touchdown run of the season. Sorry, I'll get it right in a minute. Ryan Hawkins on to attempt the extra point. On the year, she is, I forgot to write her stats down. Been pretty good on those extra points, but that one's going to wind up short. Scotty's might have gotten a hand on that thing. They got some pretty good pressure on it. So that extra point, no good. So the score remains Glasgow 27, Hart County 6, and the Scotties have a player down here after the play.
I can't see a number.
Don't have any idea what happened. Trying to see what they may be working on here. Hopefully nothing too serious. Well, Larry, this game's not over. Scotty's got some more work to do to finish this thing off now.
1:21 to go in the third quarter, 27-6. It's is that 22?
I believe it's maybe Stephen Garrett.
I believe it is. Yeah, that's who it is.
He gets up to his feet and will walk off on his own. Hopefully he'll be all right to continue to play. That drive for Hart County, we'll give you those numbers real quick. 8 plays, 74 yards. They milked 5:07 off the clock. That's the only good thing for the Scotties, is that drive took a while. Jacob Shoulder scores on a 38-yard run. The extra point, no good. Glasgow leads 27-6. We have 1:21 to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, the way their offense is running the football, if we don't let them break away on a long one like that, then we make them use a lot of clock.
Low line drive kick, and Jeremiah Moore fields it, and he has a knee down when he makes the catch, so it'll be at the 36-yard line is where Glasgow will start this drive.
Well, Glasgow needs to answer right here, and I think if they get one more, I think they might have this one, even though we've got a quarter left to play.
What would be great is if you can take about 5-6 minutes off the clock and put one in.
276 to 219.
First 10, Glasgow at their own 36 to start this drive. Campbell, the running back, to the right of Gum. 2 wide outs each way for the Scotties. Gum going to hand to Bull. Cam bounces around the left end. He's got the 40, got the 45, comes to the outside. A flag is down, of course. At the 40, 35, 30, and he's going to score, but this one's coming back, I'm afraid. We'll see. Touchdown Scotties for now.
Where's the flag?
Right here at the 47.
Oh, I see it.
Holding called against the Scotties.
Again. I don't know how many times we've had that done this year.
Scotty's going to have a touchdown called back here due to this penalty.
Yeah, nice run by Campbell, too. Went into the middle and bounced it outside, and when he got to the sidelines, I thought it was going to knock him out of bounds, and he just kept going.
Chase, got something to say?
Well, I'm in agreement with Bruce up there. I don't think it's a flag. Gavin Bird and I sitting down here don't think it's a flag either.
So you can hear Bruce even though he doesn't have a mic in front of his face, right?
No comment.
He just knows Bruce. He knows him.
First down and 9 here for the Scotties after the penalty was marked off. Jalen Bradley will get the carry, and he'll get to the 39-yard line. A pickup of about 3.
See, that's number 10 on that tackle. That'd be Dylan Hendricks.
Second down and 7 for the Scotties.
He's a freshman for Hart County. That's his first of the night.
33 seconds to go in this third quarter. This quarter again brought to you by Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Scotties do have to snap it. There's a difference of about 5 seconds between the play clock and game clock. Gunn with the back on either side of him. Fakes the handoff. Hudson wants to throw. Now he's going to run with it, looking for that first down, and he's going to get it as he crosses the 45 to the 46, maybe the 47.
Drake Thompson on the tackle, number 4 for him.
Give him the 48, actually, instead of the 47. Pickup of 9 yards. Hudson's had a really nice night running the football. He's carried it now 10 times for 90 yards, which is a season high. 27-6, Glasgow leads Hart County as the third quarter comes to an end. We'll come back with the final 12 minutes after this. You're listening to Glasgow football on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM. On the sideline, 27-6, Glasgow leading Hart County as we get this fourth quarter underway. This quarter brought to you by Scooters Coffee. Taking a look at the stats through 3 quarters, Glasgow with 10 first downs, Hart County 9. Scotty's 131 yards rushing, 156 passing, a total of 289. Hart 182 rushing, 37 passing, a total of 219. Hart County has the only turnover in the game. That was an interception in the end zone. First down 10 Scotties at their own 48. Gum will put Jarek Martin in motion. They'll pitch it forward to him. Jarek trying to get around the left end. He does. He's got the 50, the 45, and driven out of bounds right at the first down marker. Ball at the 44, so it's going to be about a yard shy. Pickup of 9, second down and 1.
Right, Drake Thompson is the man who knocked him out of bounds over there. That's his 5th tackle of the night.
Butler County leading Edmonson County 10-0 at the end of the third quarter. Here's a give off to Campbell. He'll go around the right end. Oh, great spin move to get away from a tackler at the 40, and he'll get it down inside the 35 to the 34, maybe the 33.
Well, he runs it so hard when he gets it. Doesn't make any difference where it is, outside or inside. And he's slow getting up.
Pickup of 12 yards, and Cam does get up.
Jaden Whitaker is the man that made the tackle. That's his 3rd.
Bull will stay in the game. He appears to be okay. First and 10 Glasgow with the ball at the 33 in Hart County territory. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Scotty's going to have to burn a timeout here if they don't hurry up. Play just now being signaled in. Going to have to hurry up. Down to 2 seconds. And a timeout going to be taken here. I'm going to stay right here during this timeout.
I believe he's going to get it off. But
yeah, he did get it off just as the ball was snapped with about 1 second on the play clock, so it would have been okay. But Scotty's burned the timeout. That is their second timeout called here in the second half. Take a look at the rest of those stats through 3 quarters. Glasgow has been penalized 9 times for 70 yards. Hart County 4 for 30. And Glasgow had the ball for 28 minutes, or 28 plays through 3 quarters for a total of 14 minutes and 19 seconds. Hart County has had the ball for 42 plays for a time of possession of 21 minutes and 41 seconds. (27-6), Glasgow leading Hart County. Scotty's trying to put another one on the board here as they've got first down and 10 at the Hart County 33. Both teams have used 2 timeouts here in this second half, so each one just with 1 remaining. Gum going to shovel pass here to Jalen Bradley, and Jalen will go down just shy of the 30, I believe, and 31 is what they're going to say. Pickup of 3.
Eli Boone is the man that made the tackle. That's his second. That was in close quarters right there, that little pitch forward.
It was, really. Actually, just a gain of 2 at the 31, so second down and 8. Gum in shotgun with the back on either side. 2 receivers to the right. That's Moore and Jones. Martin wide to the left. Bradley and Bull are the running backs. Give this off to Bull. Trying to get around the right end. Gets to the 30 and takes a hard shot around the 27-yard line.
Jacob Shoulders is the man that made the tackle. That's his second. Now we're in 4 down territory. Got third and what, about 5, 4.
Pickup of 3 to the 28-yard line. 3rd and 5 here. Jones, Moore, Bradley, all wide left. Martin wide right. Bull sets up to the right of Gum. Here's the snap to Gum. Fumbles it. Bull picks it up, trying to make something out of nothing here, and he will get it positive yardage. He'll get a couple, I think, or at least 1 maybe.
He did great to get that.
Hudson just let that snap slip through his hands there. It's a pickup of 2. It'll be 4th down and 3 coming up. And now Hart County going to burn their final timeout with 9:44 to go in the ball game. We're going to take this timeout with them. 9:44 to go, 27-6, Glasgow on top of Hart County. You're listening to Glasgow football on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Get in. We're making country great again. Come on.
Whiskey River, take my mind.
Willie 94.1.
You got to have an ace in the hole.
Willie 94.1.
I'm a hard working man.
The Big Willie.
Oh, little rock.
It's great country. Willie 94.1.
We're making country great again, and we've got the Real Trader for you every weekday morning starting at 8. Join me, Mac Daniels, for it right here on Willie 94.1.
Alexander Bruce Tribune with you. Chase Landrum down on the sideline. 9:44 to go in the ball game. This 4th quarter brought to you by Scooters Coffee. Scotties lead this game 27-6. And it'll be 4th down and 3 for the Scotties with the ball at the Hart County 26-yard line. Scotties will go for this. Jathan Franklin going to be the running back to the right of Gum. Grayson Bartley, the tight end, on the right side. And now there's some confusion here. Scotty's changing the play maybe. 2 receivers to the left. That's Bradley and Martin. It's a quarterback keeper for Gum up the middle, and he will have his first down as he just followed that big line, that big offensive line up the middle. And they got enough push, I should say, to get that first down.
Yeah, Jathan Franklin is the man that led the way. He got right behind the left tackle, and Hudson followed him right into the line.
It's a pickup of 5 yards. Gum now 5 yards away from the century mark in rushing. Bradley and Martin wide left. Franklin again the running back to the left of Gum. (9:15 to play in the game. Another keeper for Gum around the left end. Hudson going to get inside the 20, and they will mark him down. Where? 18, I believe. Well, yep, ball at the 18-yard line. Pick up of 3 there, second down and 7.
Jay Jones made that tackle. That's his third of the night.
Gum in pistol formation, I think for the first time tonight, actually. Bull behind him in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Hudson fakes to Bull. Now Hudson will go around the right end, turn it up, and he'll get inside the 15, down around the 13-yard line. Maybe the 12.
Shelby Wohler made that tackle. That's his second of the night.
They'll spot the ball at the 13. That's 5 yards, and that puts Gum over the century mark. He's now carried it 13 times for 103 yards tonight. Two receivers left, 1 to the right. Bull's the running back. Gum will give it off to Bull. Started around the left side and then thought he found a hole up the middle, tried to cut it back up, and not a lot there.
Yeah, Jake Crump on the tackle.
Pickup of 1 to the 12, so it'll be 4th and 1 now for the Scotties. 7:25 left to go in this ball game. Scotties happy to milk the clock here, but they would love to punch one in. So you'd like to get this first down. If you put one in here, game pretty much over. Gum in shotgun. Franklin and Bradley are in the I formation to the right of Hudson. And a quarterback keeper around the right end. Now Hudson tries to cut it back up into the middle. Boy, took a hard shot down around the 10-yard line.
Yeah, number 8 came in. That looked like up around the shoulders too. Wohler is the man that made the tackle. That's his third.
It is a Glasgow first down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 10. Pickup of 2 there. Gum in shotgun. The backs are in the I formation to his left. Bradley the tailback, Franklin the fullback. 2 wideouts to the left side. Jones is the lone wideout on the right. Hart County coming on a blitz off the left side. They give it off to Bradley, and Jalen going to get tackled for no gain, maybe a loss of a yard.
Yeah, that went nowhere. Number 8. Shelby Wohler on the tackle again, number 4 for him.
It's a loss of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 12.
Second down, goal to go at the 12-yard line.
We're halfway through this final quarter. This quarter brought to you by Scooters Coffee. Gum will snap it. Rolling left, he'll throw. The pass caught by Martin at the 12. He's inside the 10 and inside the 5, I believe, and out of bounds on that far sideline there. He may be right at the 5. Let's see where they put this down. Maybe actually just a bit shy of the 5.
Number 9, Jaden Whitaker on that tackle, number 4 for him.
Ball at the 6. 3rd and goal from the 6 now after that 6-yard pickup. More Bradley Martin all wide right, although they're very tight to the formation. Jones wide to the left, Bull the running back, Gum rolling out to the right. Hudson throws into the end zone. Caught, touchdown Scotties, that's Jalen Bradley.
Just an easy pitch and catch. He went down to a little button hook right there in the end zone. Hudson looked like he was going to run the football and then just pulled up and threw it.
That touchdown brought to you by Riley Dental Group. It puts Glasgow up 34-6 now with 5:07 to go in this ball game. Scotties will go for 2. Gum under center, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Quick throw out here to the right side, caught by Martin on a wide receiver screen, and he is into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts the Scotties up by a score of 36-6 now. 5:07 to go in the game, and Scotties look like they're on their way to remaining undefeated on the season, both overall and in district play. Again, you feel like the winner of this game had a great opportunity to go on and win the district, but you can't play those games on paper. You still got to play them, so Scotties have 3 more district games left to play, but if they win them all, Glasgow will get that #1 seed and earn 2 guaranteed home playoff games, assuming you win the first.
That we love.
We do. It's been a while. 2021, the last time Glasgow hosted a playoff game.
How far was that pass play? 5 yards?
6 yards.
6 yards.
We'll tell you about the drive after this. Here's the kick by Malagon, fielded by Thompson at the 10. He's got the 20, 25, and he'll be cut down shy of the 30.
It's number 29 again on that kickoff. That's Ashton Page, his second tackle.
It was actually a lateral. Jarek, lateral. Larry Bruce and I are discussing, that looked like a lateral, didn't it, on the 2-point conversion? Do you think that was a lateral, or was that a forward pass? Was it a forward pass?
I thought it was a forward pass.
Okay, it might have been a forward pass. Let's change that, Bruce.
I thought it was mightily close.
Well, Chase, what's your opinion?
Tell us.
I thought it was a backwards pass.
I did too. So we're going to go with a run on that 2-point conversion.
Well, I'm going to have to change mine.
First down and 10, and here's the handoff and nothing. That's Owens who took the carry, tried to go up the middle with it, stopped for no gain. Ball is at the 29-yard line, second down and 10. Second down 10 here. Here's a give to Jake Crump as he dances around in the backfield looking for somewhere to go. He will end up getting about 3, it looks like.
Landon Martin on the tackle, number 3 for him.
By the way, that drive for Glasgow, that last touchdown drive, a perfect drive really, because you milk 8:14 off the clock and you go 64 yards to get a touchdown. It's a 15-play drive. Wow. 6-yard touchdown completion from Hudson Gum to Jalen Bradley, and then Jarek Martin on a lateral, what we're calling a lateral anyway, up here in the press box. Got the 2-point run. Here's a pass by Shoulders, going to be dropped by Thompson out at the 38-yard line. Probably would have had enough to get the first down because he had some room to run, but could not hang on. So
pass just a little low. We had to reach down and get it and then couldn't pull it in.
It'll be 4th down, and looks like the punting unit's coming in for Hart County with 3:36 to go. Jacob Shoulders going to drop back to punt this time. Jalen Bradley waiting on the kick.
Yeah, watch a fake here.
It's 4th down and 6. Hart County at their own 33, and now delay of game called on Hart County. So back them up 5 more. Sitting on the bench. 4th down and 11 here. Snap is low. Shoulders picks it up, and he'll get the kick away. Bradley will field at the 42. Makes a man miss at the 45. He's got the 50, 45, 40. Jukes another man. Now he'll go down at the 35-yard line.
He is like a little jitterbug, isn't he?
He is.
Little water bug.
29-yard punt. It's a return of 23 yards there by Jalen Bradley.
Well, I've got 2 number 8s. I just now noticed that.
Yep.
Wohler is Wohler number 8?
Roller is not on. I don't think he's
His
even, I don't know
low
if he's even on
shoulder-
the team. It's Jay-Sean Rice. is the
Jay-Sean
correct
Rice?
one. Yeah. Yeah, there were a few discrepancies on Hart County's roster. Tried to get them straightened out, but was not able to. Couldn't get the correct information. But anyway, that's okay. Trace England will set up in shotgun formation as Trace now the new quarterback, replacing Hudson Gum. Hudson had a heck of a night. Here is a carry by Cabron Jones around the left end. He's down the left sideline, and he stays in bounds, and he scores. Touchdown, Scotties. But
no flag.
The flag is down. Now, the Scotties going to have their second touchdown of the night called back by penalty. They are, and it's a hold on Glasgow.
Huh.
Put up in
Well,
shotgun
we've had 2 tonight. I know we've had 2 or 3 before this.
So that will wipe out the terrific play there by Cabron Jones. He went in motion. It was just basically a jet sweep around the left side, but they pitched it forward to him, so it would have gone down as a pass. So the penalty moves the football back to the Hart County 44, where it's first down and 19.
First down, 19.
Trace England, the sophomore in at quarterback. He's got 2 wideouts each way. Trace going to hand this off to Jathan Franklin. He'll go up the middle with it. Get about 2, maybe 3.
Number 75 again. That's his 4th tackle of the game, Chris Prince.
Second down and 17 here for the Scotties. Hart County is out of timeout, so they cannot stop the clock. England will throw here to Cabron Jones, caught at the 42. He's going to get to the 40 and go down right there.
He has 15, Jacob Shoulders with the tackle. That's his 3rd.
Well, they give him progress to the 39 there, Bruce, so pickup of 3 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 14 here.
3rd down, 15.
Barron County has defeated Grayson County 43-0. That is a final. Third and 14, England in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Trace with a pitch to Franklin. And Jathan cuts it back up the middle, and a nice run there by Franklin. He's going to go down at the 26-yard line. He's going to be, I think, just barely shy of the first down marker. He's really close.
J.T. Lawrence on that tackle. That's his 1st of the night. He's a freshman also.
It'll be 4th down and a yard, actually probably less than a yard here for the Scotties. The clock down at 1:23. Scotties just want to run the clock out. Don't really care if they score here or not, I'm sure. England fakes the pitch, going to keep it himself. And Trace will go down inside the 25 to about the 24, maybe the 23.
J.T. Lawrence again on the tackle. That's his 2nd.
Mark him at the 23. That's a first down, Glasgow. Scotties can run this clock out now with the victory formation if they want to. Down to 53 seconds to play. And England will line up under center here, take the snap, and I'm sure he'll take a knee. He does. And the Scotties will not have to run another play. That will do it. A great performance by this Glasgow football team here tonight as they really dominate Hart County and win this game by a final score of 36-6. So the Scotties now go to 6-0 on the year and 2-0 in district play. Hart County falling to 4-2 and 1-1 in the district. We'll come back in a moment on our TJ Regional Health post-game show and take a look at the Hardy's play of the game, the Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance player of the game. We'll also talk with head coach Jackson Arnett. Glasgow wins 36-6 over Hart County. You're listening to Glasgow football here on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new Spicy Chicken Sandwich, Hot Ham and Cheese, Hand-Breaded Chicken Tender Wrap, or Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger. Mix and match any two, with fries and a drink, just $6.99.
It's been an amazing 33 years. I've been blessed to have someone by my side that I can count on no matter what. Like 3 years ago when I had that car accident, you really came through for me. So I just want to say thank you, Alan, for being my Farm Bureau insurance agent.
Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Oh, he's been great too.
Right now, when you download the Hardee's app and join My Rewards, say good morning to 20% off any breakfast order of $10 or more. Wake up to the fluffy omelet biscuit or a home-style loaded burrito and save. That's goodness in Hardee's country.
At Kuzma Family Dentistry, we specialize in changing smiles and changing lives. If you'd like to experience this wow factor transformation that not only can change your smile, but change your life, give Kuzma Family Dentistry a call at 270-651-2638. Located at 501 West Main Street in Glasgow.
And it all comes down to this moment. There's only one roll left. Let's see what happens. And Michael wins the face-off. He used the old misdirection trick. Well, now that he's eating the roll, let's wait for his reaction. It's good! Do you want a free lunch for two at Colton's? Listen to WHHT between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. during the week for a chance to win.
Joe Myers, Larry Alexander, Bruce Tribune back here with you. Chase Landon was with us on the sideline tonight, and the Scotties win this ball game over Hart County by a score of 35-6. We want to correct that. The final score should be 35-6, not 36-6. There was an extra point put up on the scoreboard there after that two-point conversion by the Scotties. So 35-6, the final score. Glasgow now 6-0 on the year and 2-0 in the district. And time now here on the TJ Regional Health Postgame Show to take a look at our stats, which are brought to you by McDonald's of Glasgow. And for that, here are Larry and Bruce. Larry?
All right, Joe. Glasgow won the opening toss of the coin, decided to take the football, which they normally do if they win. And the ensuing kickoff gave them the football on their own Hart County 43-yard line at 11:52 of the first quarter. From that point, they went on a 5-play, 42-yard drive, took 2:27 off the clock. Hudson Gum went over from 24 yards out for the touchdown. The kick by Jared Malagon was good, and Glasgow led 7-0 with 9:33 to go in the first quarter. Hart County would go 3 and out on their first possession, would punt the football. The Scotties would take over on their own 46-yard line at 8:23 of the first quarter. From that point, Glasgow went on a 10-play, 46-yard drive, took 5:22 off the clock. Jalen Bradley went over from 5 yards out for the touchdown. The kick by Jared Malagon was again good, and it was 14-0 with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter in favor of the Scotties. Hart County would get the football back on their own 35-yard line, would mount a pretty good drive up, but the Scotties would stop them on downs at Glasgow's 46-yard line, and that's where the Scotties would take over at 11:02 of the second quarter. But the Scotties would have to punt on that their first punt of the game on that possession. We'd give it back to Hart County on Hart's 8-yard line at 9:38 of the second quarter. Hart County mounted a nice drive, got it all the way down into the red zone, and I think it was on a 4th down play that they tried to pass to the end zone, and Jalen Bradley intercepted it. It was tackled at the 2, and that's where the Scotties would take over on their next possession with 3:30 to go in the second quarter. From there, they went on a 4-play, 98-yard drive, took 1:44 off the clock. Jalen Bradley with a little pass outside to from Hudson Gum, and he broke a tackle and got into the clear, and nobody could catch him as he scored the touchdown. Jared Malagon kicked the extra point. It was a 90-yard pass play, by the way, and Malagon kicked the extra point. It was 21-0. Hart County would get the football back, but could mount nothing as the time would run out in half. So at halftime, 21-0 in favor of the Scotties. Hart County would get the football back to start the third quarter. They took over on the kickoff at their own 26-yard line, had a nice drive, but the Scotties again held them on downs at with 8:09 to go in the third quarter. The Scotties would take over on Hart County's 44-yard line. It took them 3 plays and 44 yards, 1:41 off the clock. Jarek Martin caught a 38-yard touchdown pass from Hudson Gum. The kick was no good this time as we had a bad snap from center, and the score was stood at 27-0 with 6:28 to go in the third quarter. Hart County would get on the board on their next possession as they would take over the ensuing kickoff on their own 21-yard line at 6:22 of the third quarter. They went on an 8-play, 74-yard drive, took 5:07 off the clock. Jacob Shoulders with a 38-yard touchdown run. The kick was no good for Hart County, and Glasgow led at that point 27-6. Glasgow will get the football back on the next kickoff, will take over on their own 36-yard line with 1:21 to go in the fourth quarter. They made it a great drive here at 15 plays, 64 yards, took 8:14 off the clock. Jalen Bradley caught a 6-yard pass from Hudson Gum for the touchdown. Jarek Martin would run the football in from 2 yards out for the 2-point conversion, and it was 35-6 in favor of the Scotties. Hart County would punt on their last possession, and then Glasgow would run the clock out after that. So the final score here tonight, 35-6 in their second district game of the year against the Hart County Raiders. The Scotties win it. Tackles tonight, first for Hart County in the game. Jake Crump with 3 tackles. Eli Boone had 3. Drake Thompson with 5 tackles on the night. I think he led the way. No, he was tied with Jason Rice, had 5 also. Jaden Whitaker with 3. Dylan Hendrick with 1. Kanan Allen had 1. Jacob Shoulders with 3. Gage Owens with 3. J.T. Lawrence with 2 late in the game. Big Chris Prince, I don't know how much he weighs, but he's pretty good sized freshman. He got 4 tackles on the night for him. He's played the nose position. And Jason Bunton had 2 tackles on the night for Hart County. For Glasgow tonight, Jalen Bradley 4 tackles and had a big interception in the end zone. Trey Smith with 6. I think that led the way for the Scotties. Jamari Stockton had 1. Jathan Franklin with 1. Cam Bull had 2. Jarek Martin had 2. Grayson Bartley with 4. Landon Martin with 3. Stephen Garrett with 4. Brad Smith with 1. Ashton Page with 2. I think both of those were on kickoffs. And Alexander Contreras had 4 on the night for Glasgow. Let me get to the other page. Jordan Huffman with 3, and Kevion Massey had 3 tackles on the night for the Scotties. The Scotties winning here tonight, 35-6. Bruce?
I tell you what, Larry, before we let Bruce, I see Coach Jackson Arnett making his way up here, so we'll get Coach Arnett on here first. Bruce is actually finishing up copying his stats down, so we'll let Coach Arnett come up here. If you guys back in the studio will get ready for that, he's making his way up to the press box right now. Scotties win this game 35-6 and remain undefeated at 6-0 and 2-0 in district play. And Coach Arnett coming in alongside here with his daughter Maisie. Well, she says she's going to talk, Jackson, but, she said that last week too, didn't she? All right. So Coach Arnett moving in alongside here. And first of all, Coach, obviously a great performance by your ball club. But before we talk about that, I want to give you an opportunity to talk about what Hart County's been dealing with this year. I know your guys' thoughts and prayers have been with the ball club.
Yeah, I mean, that's just I can't imagine. I lost a teammate my senior year, between my junior and senior year at Monroe, and it's hard. It's hard to, it's still fresh, and we just want to, God bless those families and that team, and that's tough to navigate as a coach, as a player, and just prayers up to them. Hope God covers them with some love and some peace, because that's going to be tough, and we hate it, and we're heartbroken for them. I mean, we are. It's awful, and it's just something that you hope you don't ever have to deal with. But hopefully, I've been friends with Coach Griffin a long time, and he's heartbroken too. So it's just prayers up to them. God bless them, and hopefully they can find some peace.
Well said, Jackson. So, let's talk about the ball game a little bit here. A great performance by your ball club. Nearly 400 yards of offense, 201 rushing, 182 passing, total of 303. Another game with great offensive balance. I just thought this, and I've said this after the last 3 games now, but I thought this may have been your best game of the season.
I feel like that was our best offensive performance, and the defense just keeps showing up. I mean, I look at it, we had a lot of penalties too. I mean, it could have been worse, really, but I hate the penalties, but tonight it was penalties of holds and stuff. Like you can kind of live with that, because that's a judgment call from the referee. It's not like we had the one late hit that I thought they should have let it go, but it's a young guy just trying to make a play, playing hard. I wasn't upset about that, but like I said last week, if I look at the stat sheet and it says 0 turnovers, I feel real good about it. And we dropped 2. It was wet. Field conditions were not. It rained all week, so it was real it wasn't sloppy, but it wasn't perfect by no means. So, but I'm proud of our guys, man. We wanted to establish that we were the most physical team, and I think we did that. We won on both lines of scrimmage tonight, and that's the key to it. We outgained them rushing. It's just a complete performance. We won the time of possession against that team. That's kind of crazy, but that's what we wanted to do. Was we wanted to establish that we were the physical team. That's kind of what they always pride themselves on, and that's what we pride ourselves on. So hats off to both lines of scrimmage tonight. Hudson Gum played his butt off tonight. It was probably his best game throwing the ball for sure, and we wanted to establish him early running the ball, and he ran it well too.
I was going to ask you about, obviously, the big part of the game plan was letting him run the football. He runs it 14 times. He breaks the century mark, 105 yards rushing. And then he passes 8 of 11 for 179 yards and 3 touchdowns. He also scored a touchdown rushing. So you're talking about 4 touchdowns and about, 284 yards of total offense for Hudson here tonight.
Yeah, and that's what we knew he could do. I think getting him going, running the ball early is what the key is to it. The O-line was moving them tonight. The very first play of the game, I said, boys, we're going to move them tonight. I felt good about it, and we did. And, And hats off to them. Jarek and J-Boy got going. We got a couple guys the ball. Cam Bull played a good game too. I mean, he's hard to tackle.
Yep.
It's just hard to take them all away. But when you get the ball to the Jarek and J-Boy in space, our game plan was to try to, we hit Jarek on some hitches early and they started biting up, and then we kind of got a double move. So that was it was good. Hudson played well. He got the ball to guys in space like we told him to, and then he was a physical runner. But, that both lines of scrimmage we won. So that was I think that was the biggest difference in the game.
And then a couple of big flash plays, I guess you could say. A 91-yard pass. It's a really fairly short pass from Hudson to Jalen, and he just makes an incredible run, turned the Jets on and ran away from everybody for 91 yards. And then the big touchdown pass down here on the right sideline to Jarek Martin that went for 38 yards. He makes the catch over the top of the defender and then somehow tiptoes down the sideline there to stay in bounds and get into the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a lot better coach when I have good players, and those guys are really good players. When you can throw a 5-yard hitch to a guy and he can take it, that's an easy call.
Every coach will take that one.
Yeah, and then when you got a guy like Jarek out there, I mean, this catch he made down here about the 20, it was on 4th down. That was, in my opinion, the most impressive play because they stayed on him, and he just used his height and his size to box that kid out. That kid's a freshman corner, but he's a good player, and that was a nice – I mean, that kid did everything but put a saddle on him, and Jarek just caught the ball in a big situation. That was the most impressive catch from him tonight, I thought. I mean, we know what all he can do here, but that was a big play in the game too, really.
I remember that play. It was a big catch. So the defense, obviously, as you said, Jackson, showed up yet again. They're leading the state regardless of class, overall giving up just 3.4 points per game. It won't get hurt too much tonight. You only give up 6 points to a team that was averaging 32 points a game.
They just keep playing hard. I mean, we challenge them every week, and they play hard, and we got a couple guys injured tonight, so we got to go check on Steven and make sure he's going to be okay. And some guys nicked up, but we got to make sure we get back and get healthy. But those guys play hard. Our line of scrimmage won tonight a lot. I'm sure we'll watch the film and see some things that we don't like, but you got Trey Smith there in the middle. You had Steven Garrett in the middle. Grayson Bartley out there. I mean, we got guys that can run and make tackles. We missed some tackles tonight, though. I felt like we could have got off the field more, but there's always something to work on. But as a complete whole, Coach Herron and Coach Cam are doing a great job. They get those guys ready every week, and we got to keep it going. We can't let up now.
That's right. 6-0 overall and 2-0 in the district. All right, Maisie, here's your opportunity. You want to say something tonight?
Say go Dogs.
Come on.
Say go Dogs.
Say it.
You said you was going to say it. Say go Dogs. Here, just say it to me. Say go Dogs. I thought she said, I won't go up there.
We're going to keep working on her. We're going to get her to say something before
maybe next year or the year after, but we'll get her eventually.
Now, it's my goal to get her to say something this year. So.
You say go Dogs? No.
That's okay. All right. All right.
She's going to have to start talking more.
Bruce making jokes off mic here. Thank you,
I'll
Jackson.
say it. Go Dogs.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, sir. Scotty head coach Jackson Arnett, his ball club winning it by a final score of 35-6 here. And we'll come back in a moment and talk about our player of the game brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance and the play of the game brought to you by Hardee's. You're listening to Glasgow Football. This is the TJ Regional Health Postgame Show. Scotty's win it 35-6 over Hart County. We're back after this. You're listening to WCODU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
We know there's a big difference between being in a community and being part of the community. That's why here in Glasgow, we cheer on the Scotties. We work hard every day to make a positive impact on the community we call home. Behind our golden arches, we strive daily to serve delicious food and treats. If you could only smell this McDonald's ad, you'd smell how delicious this burger and fries really are. Join our McTeam. To learn how, text KY209 to 38000. Benefits include a sign-on bonus up to $500.
I just did it, but I waited way too long. Trust me, it's about time you left cable TV behind and started saving with MyStream TV from SCRTC. Already have TV with SCRTC and you still have cable boxes and wires everywhere? Talk to SCRTC about MyStream TV and compare it to your current service. The best thing about MyStream TV, you'll save money and get up to 1 gig symmetrical internet. Visit scrtc.com and click on the MyStream TV logo at the top to start saving on cable today.
If you haven't heard, there's a new approach to banking. It's called Kasasa, and you'll find it at the People's Bank. Your free Kasasa checking account offers you monthly cashback rewards. The Kasasa cash checking account can earn you a very high interest rate on your balance. Then link Kasasa Saver, and you'll also get a high rate on your deposits. Grow with Kasasa at the People's Bank in Glasgow, Cave City, and Marion. The People's Bank, working for you.
Restrictions and qualifications apply. Restrictions may vary. Contact the People's Bank for details and to learn more. Member FDIC.
Have you injured yourself playing a sport or exercising? Sports medicine experts at TJ Regional Health are trained to get you back on the road to recovery. Whether you're dealing with sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, or other common injuries, our goal is to prevent illness and injury in active individuals of all ages and help prevent future problems to maximize your performance. Find out more at tjregionalhealth.org/rehab. Patients first, team always. TJ Rehabilitation Services.
Our dental health plays a vital role in our overall health. Practicing good dental hygiene is especially important for children.
When was your child's last checkup?
Riley Dental Group is invested in making sure you and your family have the healthiest smile possible. They understand a dental visit may prompt anxiety or nervousness, but Dr. Riley and his team offer a variety of solutions, including a comforting and friendly visit from Bennett, their therapy dog. Call Riley Dental Group for an appointment, 651-5939.
And it won't be the last, I guarantee it.
Hey, let's look at this. A big homecoming victory here for the Scotties tonight. And let's look at our TJ Regional Health post game, McDonald's stats. Scotties take this one 35-6 to remain undefeated. And we were figuring up we only raised our scoring average by about 0.2 of a point. So, but first downs, the Raiders had 9, the Scotties with 15. Hart County had 187 on the ground, 37 through the air for 224, and I mentioned to Coach, 88 of that came on two running plays that we let people get loose. So if you do that, we'd hold them to about 140 yards, way below their average. Scotty's had 201 on the ground, 182 through the air for a total of 383. One turnover in this game. That was by the Raiders. They fumbled once, got it back, had an interception. Scotty's did put it on the ground twice, but we got them both back. Penalties. That's probably the only thing Coach can fuss about tonight. 5 for 35 for the Raiders, and Scotty's had 10 for 90. Plays were pretty even. They ran 47 offensive plays to our 46, but we had 24 minutes and 44 seconds to their 23-16, so we controlled the time on the clock tonight. Let's look at our individual McDonald's stats. Their leading rusher was Kanan Allen, a former Scotty, had 103 yards on 14 carries, but 50 of those came on that long run, and he got here to the sideline. Jake Shoulders, their quarterback, picked up 39 yards on 5 carries and a touchdown. He had a long of 38. And Cage Owens, 4 carries for 9 yards. Shoulders was 4 of 11 passing for 37 yards and an interception. Jay-Sean Bunton was their leading receiver with 23 yards on 1 catch. Kanan Allen had 3 catches for 14 yards. Allen punted 1 time for 4 yards, and Shoulders punted there in the fourth quarter 1 time for 29 yards. Leading rusher for the Scotties tonight was our most valuable player, Hudson Gum, with 105 yards on 14 carries and a score. He had 24 for a long. Cam Bull picked up 36 on 8 yards with a long of 12. Jalen Bradley had 6 carries for 21 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jathan Franklin had 2 carries for 14 yards with a long of 12. Jarrett Martin had 1 carry for 4 yards, and Trace England in mop-up duty carried it twice for 3 yards. He took a knee on one of those. Hudson was 8 of 11 passing tonight for 179 yards and 3 scores. Trace was 1 of 1 for 3 yards. Leading receiver Jalen Bradley had 118 yards on 4 receptions, 2 touchdowns with a long of 91. Jalen had 4 touchdowns tonight. Jarrett Martin had 61 yards on 4 catches with a 1 score. And Cabron Jones had Trace England's catch. He had 1 catch for 3 yards. Cam Bull only punted 1 time tonight for 46. I think you said that was his long for the season when he pinned him back down about the 8 or 9 yard line. So the Scotties do pick up a big victory here. This has been your TJ Regional Health post game, your McDonald's stats, Joe, and the Scotties remain undefeated.
Thank you, Bruce. And we want to go ahead and take a look at our Hardy's play of the game. And for that, we go back to the second quarter. It was a 98-yard drive for Glasgow, but it was capped off by our play of the game, a 91-yard touchdown pass. It was a little 5-yard pass or so to Jalen Bradley from Hudson Gum, and then Jalen got through some traffic and took off, and he was gone as he took it to 91 yards for Glasgow's longest play of the season. You're watching that, or watch that there on our live stream. And Jalen Bradley with our Hardy's play of the game, brought to you by Hardy's Restaurants. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. And that will be Hudson Gum. An outstanding night for Hudson. He throws for 179 yards and 3 touchdowns on 8 of 11 passing. And for the first time, I think, in his high school career, goes over 100 yards rushing, had 14 carries for 105 yards on the ground, and had 1 rushing touchdown as well. So Hudson Gum, our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance player of the game, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Joe Myers. We need to take our final break here on the TJ Regional Health Postgame Show. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here from Hank Roy Stadium. Glasgow winning it 35-6 over the Hart County Raiders. This is Glasgow football on WCLU Blue, 103.1 FM and 1490 AM.
Griffin Jackson High School is the WCLU Student of the Week, presented by Pedigo Lessenberry.
Discover peace of mind with Pedigo Lesenberry, the trusted name in insurance for over 100 years in South Central Kentucky. Our comprehensive coverage options ensure that you're protected every step of the way. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or business insurance, our experienced team is here to help you make informed decisions that fit your needs. Visit us online at plinsurance.com to learn more and find the right coverage for you. Trust longevity. Trust Pedigo Lesenberry.
When Jackson finished his round at the regional golf tournament on Tuesday at Crosswinds in Bowling Green, he was sitting at 3 under par and in first place, though he then had to wait for the other players to finish.
I was out at the chipping green, just chipping around and putting just to stay loose to make sure that if I did go into a playoff that I'd be ready.
Bowling Green's Rowdy Harris sunk a putt on the 18th hole to force a playoff.
I actually went and watched him birdie the 18th hole, so I knew kind of where I was at after that. He's one of my good buddies, so I'm not going to wish that he misses it, but I mean, it'd have been nice if I could have got the win, but that's all right.
Harris's final putt also forced a playoff between the Purples and the Scotties. Glasgow eventually fell to Bowling Green, and Jackson finished as runner-up. But Jackson still had some words of encouragement for himself and his teammates.
I'm proud of myself for the way I played yesterday. I mean, I played a good round, and he birdied 3 of his last 4 holes, so I just got to tip my hat to him. I'm just proud of the way we finished. If you'd have told me at the start of the day we were in a playoff, I'd have been real pleased with the way we played.
Jackson was named to the football homecoming court and said he is very excited for the honor and all the festivities. Jackson and his teammate Tate Pace advanced to semi-state next week. And while he still has a few years left of high school, Jackson said he wants to pursue playing collegiate golf after graduation. We'd like to thank Pedigo Lessenberry for presenting our Student of the Week.
Back here to wrap things up on the TJ Regional Health Postgame Show. Our next broadcast will come at you 1 week from tonight. Scotties will play their final road game of the regular season as they will take on the Butler County Bears in another district matchup. Our pregame coverage gets on the air with the Don Franklin Auto Countdown to Kickoff show at 6:30, and kickoff slated for 7 o'clock there in Morgantown. Let's get you up to date on some scores before we leave the air here. We can tell you that, let's see here. Let's go back to where, okay, so we've got final score as Christian Academy of Louisville defeats Bowling Green 27-24. Barron County defeated Grayson County. I think the final score on that one was 43-0. You had Franklin Simpson. Let's see here. Franklin Simpson, we have a final on that. We do. 42-36 as Franklin defeats Warren East. LaRue County over Adair County 25-20. So LaRue County is now 2-0 in district play, just like the Scotties. They are the only two remaining undefeated teams in Class 3A District 2. Greenwood defeated Warren Central tonight by a score of 30-6. It was Monroe County over Clinton County 42-14. That's a final score. Somerset over Metcalfe County 42-6. Also a final score. Let's see, the last check we had on the Caverna game, well, that game has now gone final. Christian County comes back to defeat Caverna 40-32 in a final score there. And then in the other Class 3A District 2 game tonight, it was Edmonson County winning over Butler County 13-10. So that is a rundown of all the final scores we have for you here. The final score in this one was, again, 35-6. Glasgow over Hart County. Scotties now 6-0 on the year, 2-0 in the district. Hart County falling to 4-2 and 1-1 in district play. We need to thank all the folks who helped us with the broadcast tonight. Or back at the studio, I should say, we had Luke Pritchard and Jonathan Talley working for us on the board back there at the WCLU studios. Appreciate their work. Here on site, we had Jimmy Pruitt for us running the camera. We had our video producing assistant tonight was Will Perkins, our video producer, Mr. Reed Hoffman. And let's see, I guess that is pretty much everybody except for my broadcast partners. Of course, we had Chase Landrum down on the sideline, Larry Alexander, and Bruce Tribune on my partners up here in the press box. And by the way, let's remind you that the homecoming king tonight was Kievan Massey, and the homecoming queen was LaDasia Driver. So congratulations to those two young people for being named king and queen. So that'll wrap things up for us here. Again, the final score, Glasgow over Hart County, 35-6. I'm Joe Myers. Thanks for listening.